Dee dum, dum dum dee dee, la 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 la.
Hello?
Oh.
Cease to hold any bearing on our reality plane. That's why we've created InfoChem for important information only. Now, let's say that your uncle needs to find a job, or you just plain need a smile.
Still technically 2 for requesting a Nightline Minecraft livestream. That was a gag, okay? Listen, if I stream anything that's not, like, my wheelhouse kind of stuff, then it's gonna be for a gag, okay?
Okay, guys, I'm gonna cut right to the chase. Today, we are going to be doing swatches of makeup. If you follow me on Twitter, Daisy Brown Real, you know that I'm really interested in makeup.
Here at Pizza Time Pizza, we're a family. I'm a real pizza, and I'm okay with being eaten. Order a fresh, large pepperoni cheese pizza today, and join the Pizza Time Pizza family today. In a world of uncertainty and danger, there's one thing you can always count on.
Brett Smith, Matt R., Jeremy Party, KFK 1986, Geo Blue Corp, Bone Daddy Jack 31, Alex Korpinski, Born Loser Gaming.
I am Sophie. Young, popular, talented. I am a friend, a daughter, a sister. And it might look like I've got it pretty. It's an emergency.
In the seconds following James Dean's presidential announcement, hundreds of thousands of neighborhoods erupted into celebration. Due to popular demand, the ABC Evening News was canceled the next night.
So my brother Charlie tells my sister Dolly that our brother Barley's cousin Henry is turning over a new leaf. But if you ask me, Bon, a caterpillar's always turning over leaves. We just call this salad. So you don't believe the poor guy? Sounds like you're just giving him the short end of the stick.
Play the song Hot Cross Buns. It's very simple. Play along with me.
Shit. This got strange. Bug. Who? Crystal. Oh, this is cool.
So I was watching this movie with Boris Karloff. Her pasta was only a big rectangle, and she tried to hide it with mozzarella.
Did I get it? Did I get to come in off the music? I always try to time that if I can. It's a little more fun that way. There you are! There's chat. Thank you all for waiting. Okay, so you know the drill. You know the drill. Because people are always so excited coming in through the door. Let's roll back up and give proper love and appreciation to Tenacity XL for the 8 months. Tazin for gifting to Alfie. Pajama Sammy, welcome in.
A lot more fun in here.
Yes, it is. Pajama Sammy with Prime Gaming. Thank you and welcome on in. The first time chatters too. Hello. I see you, Sasha Puppe and Pajama Sammy. Got JT Whisper here. Who else we got? Who else we got? Not missing anybody. Narina for the 3 months. Thank you, thank you. Blitz the Tyrant, welcome on in. Yuru, thank you for the 6-bit. Did you hear that you might be playing to the next Fortnite update? That would be news to me. Where's my fucking money? Is my first question. Show me that fucking paycheck. Epic. Short King Nick. Hey, Tazin. Thank you for the 10 bits. Anyway, ignoring that. Ignored Guy, thank you for gifting to Deadhead Jackal. Alright, there we go. We're caught up. Furry Fortnite status. What the fuck is I will take the tiniest peek for a second. I will take the tiniest peek. A Tanuki. Oh Jesus, the art is already gonna roll, isn't it? Black Cats. Boy, oh, you know what? That ain't so bad. Actually, you know what? Oh, yeah, that ain't so bad. Hold on, I'll hold on to that tab just in case. I'll hold on to that tab just in case. But the money from your inclusion in the next Fortnite update is under your pillow, like a tooth fairy. Yay! All right, so real talk. You see the title, you know the schedule. I've told you, it's a very special night. You know, we've got a special guest this evening to go adventuring with us into territory that has long been requested and has always been on the list, and I've always stayed away from because it feels like Cabin Fever Dreams material. I could only really feel right doing it during this time of year, but don't want to keep anybody waiting, especially him. You know. Blue Flame, thank you for the 6 bits there. So, I guess we'll go ahead without further ado. But first, any emotes in chat you want to spam first, guys? For a special guest. It's been a while. Come on. Hype it up, come on! There we go, I see some now, There we go, okay. And there goes the salute. Oh, I hear a knock. Come on in. Who is that? Who is this? Hello? Yeah. Hi?
The door's locked.
Oh shit. Hold on. All right. Hold on. This happens. I need to reach. For, okay. I just hold on. Let me shapeshift the touch. Okay.
Okay. Oh, thank you.
Oh,
wow,
sorry about that. Sorry, I'm a little small right now.
That's a sticky door. What's up with that? You need to get that looked at.
I'm sorry. Yeah, it's.
It's fine. I mean, it's a great door. It's a wonderful door.
Thank you. Welcome on in, Shiabun. Hello.
Hey, what's up?
Welcome in.
This is a nice, very dimly lit place that I could see myself really just kind of spacing out in.
Yeah,
it's a nice
place. Thank you. Yeah, spacing out a little bit and just kind of losing your mind to touch is exactly the mood lately. I flipped things around a little. I know it's strange to have suddenly an entire cabin atmosphere inside of this old mansion here, but yeah, I do well.
No, it's nice. I like it. Honestly, it's the way that the dust comes through the floor planks. It puts out like a nice little what is that, cedar smell in the air? It's good. It's good. I like that.
Yeah.
It fits the vibe.
Don't taste it though. It's not like snow.
Oh.
Yeah. It's not. I mean, you should be fine. I've never had a problem. I don't really get regular diseases because demonic. But you should be fine. You should be fine.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you got that natural demonic kind of buff on you.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got that stat boost.
But welcome everybody, and hello, welcome Shiabun.
Thanks.
There you go. Of course.
You want me
names
standing up really close here to your camera, or should I? What if I came in here and just stood next to you? Huh?
Yeah, come hang out near the desk.
Yeah,
it's fine.
I could just come hang out next to you.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, I'll just chill here.
Dazzy, thank you for the 69-bit saying, Nick, why is your torso at Shia's face level? Listen, my height right now is my height, okay? It's just...
Right. It's a coincidence.
It's a coincidence. How dare. But yes, hello Shiabun. A lot of people here know you. We got some audience crossover. But in case anybody does not, please feel free to introduce yourself.
Oh, geez. Hey, what's up, gamers? I'm Shia. I play a lot of horror games. I don't know. I think maybe that's made my heart weak over the years, but I'm not gonna stop anytime. We'll see what happens. I can do this. So that's cool.
Yo, me too. I can't do it with the model.
Can you?
But
wait, almost.
Not with the model. But
That's well, you can send a video later. That's
yeah, sure.
It's cool. It's fine. You send the proof later. That's fine. It's cool.
Oh jeez, I'm never gonna hear the end of this in my chat now. I should have said that.
A lot more fun in here.
Oh man.
Someone told me I'm making a very smart mistake.
A smart mistake?
What do they mean by that?
I don't know. Either hanging out with me or looking at Mystery Flesh Pit.
Ooh.
Yeah, is our topic for the evening.
Both.
Yeah, could be. And of course, this has been on your list for a while too. I imagine you've gotten a lot of requests to take a look at this.
Yeah, I watched a video one time of it unknowingly, just relating to it, or there was a portion to it, within its series, one of maybe its shorter videos. And I think I played a game relating to it as well, really obscure, just indie title. And someone's like, "Oh yeah, it's Mystery Flesh Pit." I'm like, "Wait, you're making this up. You're one-guying me. That is not a thing." Well, apparently it's a thing.
Well, shit. Okay. A game? So they did the Gemini home thing with it?
I think that there is one out there, but it's obscure. I don't think it's official.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I would have to do some digging to find it again because I don't know.
I'm sure it would be interesting, but if it's not official, then it's no, I'm not sure. Right. Not really word of God here. Word of whatever eldritch god created the flesh pit. But yeah, I mean, I guess to get us started today, Shia, how do you feel about pits?
Pits?
Yeah.
Are they fleshy?
They're very fleshy. I hear it's very fleshy.
I'm ready to dive in.
Kind of a little moist.
Yeah, honestly,
Pretty
I've
humid,
never said
actually.
no to a mystery flesh pit.
Ah, yeah. I mean, it's
So-
intriguing to me. I like to know what I'm getting into a little bit ahead of time, but I like
True.
only a touch to know, just to be prepared.
Right. You got to be prepared. You want to make sure
Little
that
bit.
you're safe.
Yeah, absolutely.
Uh-huh.
But
Yeah.
otherwise, mysterious flesh pits. It's like, yeah, I'm down to dive in a few of those because you see what
Yeah.
happens. Could have a good time. At least have a story,
Yeah, dive in with your friends, see what happens.
Yeah, even that.
Because
Get
at
to
this
have a
point,
cool group.
I don't even know.
Alrighty. But yes, Master Axel, thank you for the 15 bits. Let's see, just want to catch anybody else. Oh, first touch header. Drake and Sylvia stop by to drop a follow for when Calamity Crow drops Catastrophe Crow. Didn't expect to catch you live. Didn't expect to catch both of us live. This is another fun one for you here, Shiabun. If you like me, you will like Shia.
Whoa. Huh. Well, thanks.
Absolutely. It's Fluke. Welcome in with your Raiders. Hello. Thank you for joining us. I appreciate it. Let me tap that quick. Hope you had a good stream. You're just in time. We're about to get started. Alrighty. So, I believe we're all assembled. We are all ready for our diving adventure.
Yeah. Did I need to bring like a suit, like a hazmat, or is it safe?
I think it'll be safe. I mean, you're showing a lot of skin, but a lot of what we're gonna see, I think, is skin. So.
Oh.
We should be okay.
Okay.
We should be
okay. All right. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Let's head over to the other corner of the office here.
Sure.
And we will have to relocate temporarily. Down to the corner!
Here, where do you want me?
Let's see. I forget how to...
Here,
there we go. Yeah.
Here.
Or yeah, go.
Here?
Yeah, that
Over
works
here?
perfect. Yep.
There? Okay.
Yeah, that's perfect. All right, cool.
Okay.
Let's see. And let me get chat in the right place.
Oh, you'll have to move yourself back in front of me.
That's okay. Let's see. Oh God, how do I? There it is.
Oh, there you go.
There it is.
Oh, it was the egg. Yeah.
It was the egg. The egg did it.
Yeah,
Egg
yep,
magic.
yep.
Hi, comment. Another bunny friend comment over there.
It's funny because it's funny the crossover because I've known Comet. It's like one of my original viewers for like years ago.
Holy shit! Really?
Yeah, like forever ago. Yeah.
Oh my God, comment. Did we talk about this? Am I just like missing my memory here, or are you getting info? Okay.
Yes.
Well. All right. I'll downsize just a touch. There we go. Now it's sizable. All right. And I will go ahead and switch the viewer over for you, so that we can stay exactly on the same page as we're rolling through here. Sweet. Nice. Okay. The Mystery Flesh Pit National Park.
So this is where we start, huh?
Yep. Yeah, apparently I guess it started on Tumblr, and it still is like a Tumblr site, but it's way more customized. Thank you for giving me my mug, Emmy. We have gotten started with the topic, therefore it is good to have the mug here. So let's see. There's all sorts of stuff. Like, it goes on and on and on. But I do believe this is probably the beginning of it. Or, let's see, previous?
Yeah.
Or next?
I was always curious of where to start with this because I know that they had videos and I wasn't sure where it started. Maybe just like with the posts, and I don't know.
Yeah. This is okay. So, if we're at FAQ, I mean, I think it's the kind of thing where you'll get the story all together no matter what, as long as you go through the material.
Okay.
So, we will begin here with this beautiful poster. Discover verdant forest, majestic scenery, and cosmic terror. I love the outright admittance of cosmic terror on the poster.
Yeah, that's super bold to just claim that and then invite people into it.
Yeah. I mean, we get freaks
It'll
like
be
us in
alright.
there, so.
Yeah.
With legendary trout fishing, geotectonic carnal moans. Well, shit, Shia. This was exactly our right kind of topic. This is it.
Perfect.
This was our collab topic at last. This is the one that was meant for us.
This is it. This is the one. Perfect.
Broken philosophy. Interesting.
Ooh, okay.
And backcountry hiking and camping. Wow. Spelunker-led descents, campfire programs, abyssal cope pod?
What does that mean?
A cope pod. I'm imagining it's like somebody slipping inside of a sleeping bag that they have inside of their home when they're just sick of life.
If you look it up, it's a thing.
It's
It's a group of small crustaceans found nearly every freshwater and saltwater habitat.
Oh.
It's a very small.
However, I can make it so that you can bleed to death slowly.
It's crustacean.
Huh.
Yeah, they're like a little squinchy little guy.
That's interesting.
But if they're saying abyssal copod?
Abyssal, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so mystery, I guess, yeah. Creatures inside of something that's already, I guess, like a big creature.
That sounds great.
Yeah. Any chance you two are going to be providing the background sound effects? We can try.
Yeah, I got some.
Stretching our point.
How about we? Oh.
Meet up in the flesh pit.
Now that sounds like a night to remember.
That does. Top 10 hookup spots inside the Flesh Pit National Park. U.S. Department of the Interior, a joint disaster reclamation venture, anodyne deep earth mining. Tourism poster. Oh, we have a little description here, actually.
Ooh.
From 1980. While the rural areas of West Texas are known for their sparse populations, one tourist attraction seems to continually generate a steady stream of visitors around vacation seasons. The titular Mystery Flesh Pit has been a wellspring of fascination for geologists, biologists, sociologists, engineers, and the general public alike. Guests are advised to book age-appropriate tours and activities well in advance of their visits. Though the pheromonal discharges and the overall agitation level of the Mystery Flesh Pit can vary with short notice. Visitors should be advised to be prepared for changes in schedule and availability.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that's a little important little tidbit at the end there.
Yeah. Wow.
Pheromonal discharges and overall agitation level. Oh. Okay.
Wow. All right. They're really going in on an aspect of this I did not expect.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah. Okay. Boy, aquifer leech.
Oh.
Ew.
Ugh.
All right. You wanna give this a read?
Yeah. Here, let me pull. My other picture won't go away. There it is. Oh. Wait. Oh, there we go. Keep reading. Ooh, yuck. These tube-like mollusks are similar to shell-less clam or mussel. They can grow to a length of 2 meters and are equipped with 2 retractable mucosal proboscises which branch into many thousands of microscopic tubes. Which is the aquifer leech? Is that like the real one, or is this like something that's specific? Oh, this is specific to the Mystery Flesh Pit. But there is a have you ever seen like a video of one of them that they extrude like their insides and they branch out a lot like that?
No, I haven't.
It's a real thing. It's kind of wild. It seems very surreal to look at, but it actually looks similar to that, but instead of like 2 little mouths, it has like one, and it'll like shoot out like a tube that will branch off. It looks like lightning going everywhere and spreads everywhere. It's kind of gross. we'll
That's
we'll
fucked
have to
up.
find it afterwards.
Yeah.
But this is perfect for it.
Nice.
Yeah, so they have many thousands of microscopic tubes. These small tubes, which are able to penetrate even the densest tissues by finding microscopic fractures in its structure, sap liquid moisture from which the leech feeds. Aquifer leech are typically found in well oxygenated aquatic environments within the pit, such as moisture crops and water bladders. Oh. They inhabit the soft, porous substrates of the aquatic environments, often forming large aggregations to feed on nutrient-rich organic matter suspended in the water. The aquifer leech also provide an important ecological service as they help to aerate and clean the substrate of these aquatic bodies by consuming organic material and expelling crystal clear water in the process. Aside from their ecological importance, the species have been utilized to treat water to an extremely high purity, requiring far less energy than a traditional desalination plant. Additionally, their mucosal proboscis is used in the medical research as a way to perform research on the human vascular system and its response to various conditions. Whoa.
So they're natural water purifiers. Do you think in the pit they sell aquifer leach water?
Probably, yeah. They say they were using them.
Chat, would you drink aquifer leach water? It's extremely pure. It's natural.
Ooh, ribbon worms. They're based upon ribbon worms.
Oh.
Which is a real thing that does that actual thing.
Well, shit, that's cool.
It's cool, but it's like, oh.
It's reminding me all of a sudden of the coffee beans that come from that one creature that poops them out.
Oh. Yeah. The cat.
Yeah.
That one cat.
Yeah, that one strange creature.
Yeah.
But okay, we've already got creatures inside the pit that are part of the ecosystem.
Yeah.
All right, and an aerial overview. So one thing that strikes me immediately, having looked at the pages at a glance up and down, is all the stuff that it must have taken to make these images.
Right.
Because there's definitely some drawing work, there's some artwork, certainly some photoshopping. But
oh yeah. Yeah, I'm looking at that big sand pile and its unusual brightness.
Yeah. Helicopter photograph of the mystery sinkhole and surface camp 20 miles south of Gumption, Texas, June 22nd, 1973. Rare photo from early days of the pit. This gives a good idea of how small the operations were back in the early 1970s, about 3 months after the pit was discovered. Wait a minute.
Ooh.
Discovered, in quotations.
Huh.
Okay.
I guess it was like, quote unquote, discovered as in like there was a sinkhole and that's how we discovered because it happened to like reveal itself.
Yeah. Could also be a context clue, kind of like a subtle thing that gets elaborated on throughout.
Yeah.
Because usually with the nature of these things, well, you know how a lot of these things go is that branching storyline, end result is it was intentional tampering by evil forces, you know?
Right.
In this aerial photo, you can see the natural entry orifice pre-excavation, a temporary electric lift tower, as well as a utility trunk connecting to the surface power and ventilation plant to the base camp down in the pit. There's also a hydraulic dredging crane that was used to bite away at some of the flesh down in the pit to enlarge the working area and remove material. It would be unrecognizable only a few months later as paved roads and a half-dozen permanent buildings were constructed, transforming this modest camp into a fully industrial mining and excavation site.
I love that they use the term biting away at some of the flesh.
Yeah.
To enlarge the working area.
That's such a weird concept. I mean, imagine being this construction worker at this site. It's like, yep. Going to the flesh pit today. Yep. You wake up at 4 a.m. You hit whatever the Texan equivalent of a Dunkin' is on your way. You're seeing the sun rise. You get out. You walk into the excavation site, and just the smells hit you immediately. You're looking at a giant flesh wall. It's like, all right, time to carve away some flesh.
Either that, or they just found a lot of hungry people and had them just start biting away at it. You know,
Hunger crisis
what
solved.
if it was literal?
That would be fucked up. Everybody, come get some.
Right. It's
now
delicious.
Now I'm thinking about meals they might make out of the flesh from the flesh pit.
Right. Because is it all flesh, or is there like, or is that just kind of like the most outer layer? Like, what if you go in a little bit more? Is there like I don't
more
know.
tender meat, like different cuts
Right,
of the cow?
right. Yeah, could be.
Oh, okay. Well, we love bloodstains here. 2007, July 4th, concert and fireworks celebration at the Mystery Flesh Pit National Park.
Yeah, that's the 23rd annual too in 2007.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Some of the most sought-after artifacts surrounding the legacy of the Mystery Flesh Pit National Park are those items directly connected to the catastrophic 2007 tragedy.
Oh, you can click on that.
Yeah. Such pieces of ephemera are rare to find in a salvageable condition, owing primarily to the amount of destruction wrought by the accident. Though the now infamous CGR investigative report has long been made public, there remain many unanswered questions and inconsistencies, with some official reports offering wholly incongruous numbers with regards to total human casualties. In 2022, it is still unknown if the full scope of the accident will ever be entirely known to those outside of Senate committee chambers or corporate boardrooms. Despite the obfuscation, I believe that the truth can be deciphered from the tattered, bloodied, half-digested mementos and souvenirs of the thousands of visitors, workers, and families who suffered for hours, in a few cases days, as they were horrifically eaten alive in a terrible demonstration of wanton brutality on a scale previously unknown in recorded history. Can you imagine their terror? Can any of us really perceive the horror of those visitors as they realize that the end result of a lifetime of hopes, dreams, relationships, and destinies was to be consumed? These lifeless artifacts remain as more than just a testament. They are all that remain. Holy shit.
Whoa.
So it can eat people. It's a bit.
Yeah, I guess so.
Get yours here. All major credit cards accepted.
Whoa!
Yay!
Wait, that's real.
It's fucking real.
Or with PayPal.
It's fucking real. You can buy it.
Wait,
yeah.
that's so fun.
Yeah.
Good for them.
Oh my god.
Oh, they have
Thank
so
you
much
for the
merch.
bits, but no, I'm really not. That's not part of my bag. Okay, let's see. The disaster reports.
Yeah, there's a lot in here.
Holy shit, there's a lot.
Like a lot. There's, even if you scroll down a little bit, there's incident timeline, which seems pretty interesting. It's like documenting every step of the way there. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. There's so much here.
Oh, it's happening again. Okay, so the last project I just covered, Shia, it's like a good half of it is a lot of video, and the other half is websites that are dated to like the early 2000s, and there's a lot of text. Like there's a lot of reading. It's all, I guess, important. But it's surprising to see how much of it there is. And so when we were looking at it the other day, it was a follow-up from coverage that I did on Nightmine last year for the channel, and just hitting a website that I've never hit before, that I missed the first time. It was like this. It's just, oh my god, it goes on and on. It's like, how is there so much? There's so much.
Yeah. I mean, we can go through it. I'm sure it's interesting.
Yeah, we can see, I guess, quickly if we can gain a sense of what exactly happened here from the timeline.
Sure. Yeah, the timeline seems like a good part to start at.
Yeah, okay. So, beginning of July 4th, 10:29 a.m.,
You want to go back and forth with these?
Yeah, we'll go back and forth
Okay,
with these.
I'll read the next one then.
Okay, yeah. Unreasonably high rates forced park administrators to cancel a July 4th concert and fireworks display scheduled to take place on the surface park grounds. Many visitors who had already purchased tickets to the event became upset, and a decision was made to extend the park hours until midnight for those who had purchased event tickets. All right, watch that be the starting point for why this happened.
That was 10:29. Then at 8 p.m., normal closing time for the national park, a typical shift change of reduced night staff in the control room takes place.
Okay, after hours, lower staffing. We can already see the setup here. This is the ball getting rolling in the movie. Harvesting crews working in the western extremities of the organism set a new extraction record to meet a quota for bonuses in time for the holiday weekend.
Oh. Okay, way to go, West harvesting crews. Yippee!
Okay.
9:30, control room operators initiate a routine system self-test and discover a relay fault error resulting from increased electrical demand from mining equipment and tourist infrastructure. A control room operator logs the fault and notifies an on-duty engineer.
Okay, so there are oh yeah. This is
It's a big operation.
It's a big operation, but already all the details are coming into play for how this stuff usually goes down, where it's like the perfect storm of everything went wrong.
Yeah. Right. It's like leading all little things, little warning signs that don't normally mean anything, but when it all happens at once, it just creates like a whole like meltdown.
Yeah. Water drainage from surface rain into the entry orifice begins to collect in the sand gullet. Drainage pumps are automatically activated by a sensor system, but fail to initialize due to the relay fault. An emergency backup pump running on a separate emergency circuit is automatically activated.
Okay. A critical alarm in the control room alerts operators that the emergency water pump has seized and is inoperative. Under lubrication of the pump's impeller, bushings resulted in corrosion due to the moist interior of the flesh pit environment.
Technicians arrived at the primary pump station to discover the sand gullet almost completely submerged. Water begins to pour over the dorsal respiratory ridge and into bronchial bulbules. Can we stop for a moment to admire just how much thought went into the anatomy of this thing and all of the technical words?
That's why I was giggling when you're like entry orifice, sand gullet, and like like different things. I'm like, this is cute. I like it.
Like I always imagine that for the whoever created this, like they've got one wall of their office just covered in all of the diagrams and information, and it's still not enough. Like all the rest of it's on the computer. Some of it spreads over the other wall just for them to understand what the hell they're doing.
Right. Yeah.
Control room
At what
operators.
point do you just like let go? Just start saying stuff. Just start adding on things. Be like, I hope that makes sense.
Yeah, just make shit up, and it's like, does it sound scientific? Okay. Control room
as long as
operators.
it sounds
diverting
interesting.
Power. Yeah, if it sounds interesting, it'll fly. It's like, who are we? We're not engineers. We're not scientists. So the control room operators divert power to hydraulic stent rams to brace for expected choke response.
Okay. Technicians repair the relay fault as control staff reset the park's electrical grid. The grid is offline for 45 seconds. The automatic PA system does not notify guests as the system is scheduled to automatically shut down at the normal 8 p.m. closing time. The temporary lapse of lighting causes many guests to become panicked and return to the main gantry lift at the lower visitor center.
Okay, so now you have crowd fear. Wherever you have crowd fear, you have crowd fear movement, which is automatically scary.
Yeah.
Because remember what happens in any emergency situation when people are afraid. It's like, don't all go to the exit at once. You will have crowd crush.
Right.
Okay. A choking action from the organism begins 31 seconds into the electrical reset. The main dorsal trunk violently flexes. Lack of power to hydraulic arming rams causes irreparable damage to several sections of internal infrastructure.
What? So what were they sustaining in there that it was then reliant on them keeping power to it, that without it for such a short period of time, it reacts so violently? It was just like a muscle that no longer had like stability and just like seized back, and like, I don't know. That's wild.
Yeah, it's the whole because of the sand gullet not being able to drain or something like that, some kind of
Mm.
like it's literally choking. And it's like, imagine somebody when they're choking, it's like it's that
right.
spasming, that hard spasming.
Right.
But the force of the musculature in there against everything that they have built, that just like boom, snap it.
True. Yeah.
All right.
Oh,
953.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. As the electrical system finishes the reboot cycle, the dynamic hydraulic actuators supporting the lower visitor center overcorrect for stability, not accounting for the shift in the wall lining of the nexial cavity in which the visitor center facility is anchored. 2 of the 6 structural supports are torn from their foundations, which cause the facility to lift 20 degrees off vertical. The base joint of the vertical entry gantry is bent beyond its design limit angle.
Oh shit.
Whoa.
The master alarm is tripped automatically. Surface facilities are noted as response teams are given the order to mobilize.
Ooh. Park rangers are dispatched to rescue groups of visitors trapped in partially collapsed tunnels and trails.
Continued movement of the organism combined with rainwater causes one of the upper entry gantry supports to slip. An outbound elevator conducts an emergency stop, stranding over 24 visitors. Oh my god.
Tremors registered as far away as the DFW Metroplex.
Dallas, Fort Worth.
Dallas, yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Soil liquefaction destabilizes surface facilities in and around the organism. Dilation anchors. Begins retracting to keep the entry orifice open.
Right. Okay. I think I have some of those. Sorry. I think I know what they're talking about.
I think I get it. I think I understand. It's like just much bigger. Much bigger.
Right. Much. Enough to be
20Xs.
Enough to shake DFW, you know.
Yeah.
Along the way. A master failsafe is activated by the automated park management system. 20,000 liters of aconitine yeah?
Could be aconitine.
Aconitine? Could be, yeah. Compound are injected into the superorganism via a distributed network of relay stations located throughout its known internal anatomy.
Okay.
That's interesting, too.
Yeah,
it's
that's
known.
interesting. At a compound, it's almost like, I wonder if it's some sort of paralytic.
Aconitine is the main toxic ingredient of medicinal plants, and it's capable of easing pain, diminishing inflammation, and exerting anti-tumor effects.
Oh, that's interesting. Oh.
Yeah.
By the way, Savgas, thank you for the 100 bits saying bun.
True.
Yes, true. Facts. All right. Let's see. Yep, tremors and convulsions intensify as the entry gantry connection to the lower visitor center detaches completely. The lower visitor center begins to collapse downward into the nexial cavity.
Whoa.
Oh my god. You know, this reminds me of so much disaster stuff. And
right?
Rhiannon, that's so awesome. Thank you. It's so much like disaster story stuff where, you know, part of the enjoyment for whoever's making it is like, but wait, it gets worse. Every time it's just like, and you watch it horror as it just goes worse and worse. It's like it turning the audience into that Mr. Incredible meme.
Yeah.
Just bit by bit as the details come, and then this broke, and then this happened, and then these people got panicked, and then it caught on fire. And guess what happens with the smoke? It's just you know.
Gosh, I feel like with the content that you regularly go off, that should be like, those should be toggles that your face should be able to make, where it starts like really happy, but just over time, just like worse and worse, and what, just like darker, more like, oh god.
Yeah, I mean,
just despair.
Absolutely. I swear it's why, like, I didn't even ask for ghost eyes, but they've worked so well sometimes, and so have these.
Oh, that's good.
My absolutely like what the fuck face.
Yeah, those are cute. That's good.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to think about that because you're absolutely right with the shit that I cover.
Yeah, I mean, it's something you probably could use quite a bit. Yeah.
For sure.
So I looked up the next word that I'm about to say, the peristaltic, and it's a involuntary contraction and relaxation of longitudinal and circular muscles throughout the digestive tract.
The digestive tract.
Right.
Okay, of the nexial
Yeah.
cavity begins to exert
Yeah.
substantial pressure on the outer structure of the lower visitor center facility.
Right.
Not
Literally,
the visitor
lower
center.
visitor center facility.
No. Oh shit.
Yeah. The prime labioid junction. What do you? I'm googling like every one of these words. That's not a real word.
Well, labioid would be related to labia, which is the outer lips. I think outer lips of yeah. we normally don't concern ourselves with those. So
Bet you guys didn't think you were going to be learning about this tonight, huh?
welcome to Anatomy 101 with Nick and Shiabun.
Yo, what's
if
up,
you
guys?
giggle,
Here,
you will be
we're gonna-
kicked out.
The prime labioid junction, just west of the septum falls. Geobiological features flexes into an open position. Oh. Releasing a torrent of lactogastric chyma into the
Chyma, yeah.
dorsal trunk. It is likely that this was a reaction to the acinetine injection. Damn.
Peristaltic
Okay.
spasms force the caustic chyma slurry through the nexial cavity and up through the lower and upper moisture crops towards the surface orifice. It's almost like it's throwing up now, or its digestive fluid is reaching up to the surface.
Yeah, its slurry is slurrying. Its chyma slurry is flying out. Many guests attempting to flee the stalled elevator near the entry orifice attempt climbing out the upper moisture crop, but are ultimately unsuccessful due to the torrential rains, causing the surfaces to become very slippery. Many end up falling back into the maw.
Oh god. There's a small percentage of the audience who is suddenly no longer horrified. The chyma slurry erupts from the surface orifice in a geyser several hundred meters in height. Large pieces of undigested organic matter crush several vehicles and damage windows.
Oh, that's cool. Following the several minute-long ejecta event, a deep and incredibly loud roar erupts from the entry orifice as ground tremors intensify further. Large extremities begin surfacing through bedrock and soil approximately 30 to 120 kilometers from the entry orifice.
The acrid smell of the gastric ejecta can be detected as far as Odessa, Texas.
Oh, large extremities begin surfacing around, just like extremities. They're just flying out all over the
Yeah.
place around it.
This is insane.
Yeah, it is. 2 park service vehicles and a tour vehicle containing park service employees and several guests attempt to ascend through the entry orifice tube.
Peristaltic action crushes one of the tour vehicles and sucks the other 2 vehicles back into the nexial cavity and down into a digestive organ. These vehicles are presumed destroyed.
Yeah. The Pentagon is given authorization from the White House to use nuclear force if necessary to prevent the organism from entering an active and/or ambulatory state.
The fucking Pentagon was called! They called the Pentagon! Holy shit!
It's just like if they were that well, okay, the time difference between these is like nearly a half an hour. So it seems like if they're within like contact to that high of power immediately, do you think this place would be a tourist attraction?
Capitalism.
I don't know. I mean, I'm looking forward to going to, out to, Area 51. It's Area, 50. I'm going to go out there and explore them next month. I
Yeah.
got my tickets.
Hey, LeMayo's. Hey, Pink Cloud, welcome in with your Raider. Hope you had a good stream. Good to have you here. Thank you. Take a seat. We're exploring the Flesh Pit disaster. Happy 4th of July indeed. The Pentagon is being summoned to detect whether or not they need to nuke you.
Yeah, just in case, guys. Just in case.
The on-site operations director within the lower visitor control center control room initiates a final failsafe measure in the form of the contingency measure.
Ooh, master event log records successful spin up of the contingency measure.
Lower visitor center structural integrity is critically compromised, resulting in total collapse.
Ooh. Data connection with the lower visitor center is severed.
Spasms and motor action of the superorganism begins to noticeably subside. Response teams begin to descend into the surface orifice to attempt rescue operations.
Response team encounters visitor group which had attempted escape from stalled elevator. Most are dead, and the remainder are mortally wounded and partially digested due to caustic gastric ejecta.
Bro, this is so fucked up. Like, are you like seeing this the way that I'm seeing this as we're reading it? Like, I'm getting like it's giving me drive-in theater vibes. Like B-movie vibes, where you're just seeing these people walking around with these horrible wounds and all these practical effects is like they're fucking melting.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like this is so B-movie. I can't believe that it wasn't that first. You know, like there's not some film out there that's like this. Oh my god.
Yeah, I just picture it as like, what is it? They're the Blob, but the Blob is the size of a massive cave system.
Yeah.
You know? Because wasn't it the Blob that, like, if it came in contact with you, it just, like, melted you?
I think so. I haven't seen the Blob.
Really?
Yeah, no, I haven't. There's some stuff that I haven't seen. It's like it's a long list. That's the pain in the ass sometimes of when you do this kind of gig, and I know you feel it too. It's like you watch so much of this stuff on your own. It's like, what time do I have for all the other things that everybody else has seen or is seeing?
Yeah.
When you make content, you lose ability to watch content.
Right. Yeah, I get that. I just remember as like a kid seeing my parents watch the Blob movie or one of them and just it like trapping a guy and his skin was melting off. I just vividly remember that as a child. Maybe I shouldn't have watched that, but here I am.
It was formative though.
Right.
Radio contact established with Ranger vehicle trapped within Oyster Shame. Oyster Shame? Okay.
What?
Must be an area of the park. Due to ventricle closure, no feasible rescue strategy can be developed before complete mastication occurs.
Oh. So we're waiting for it to be done chewing?
I guess so.
Because it's like it closed its mouth and it's like just chewing and digesting what's in it.
It's eating them.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, response team confirms that contingency measure and associated facility are still intact and operating.
Texas Governor Rick Perry formally declares a state of emergency for Gumption County.
Response teams route data and power umbilical to new base camp in contingency measure facility.
3 interpit life forms are identified as having been ejected onto the surface. 15 visitors are injured and 7 are hunted by interpit life forms during panicked evacuation of surface resorts. Now it's spitting out its creatures and they're
right.
Holy shit.
Park staff managed to kill the 3 large life forms.
How
What are
large?
the requirements to work here? Jeez.
Seriously? I kind of want to see these life forms now.
Right? I want to see these park rangers. I
Yeah.
want to see this park staff.
Was this unfiction piece made by Jordan Peele or something? I don't know. Thank you, Yuru. Park staff managed to kill 3 large life forms. Yep. Oh god, did I read that or did you?
I just did.
Okay, yeah.
So, yeah.
National Guard helicopters began delivering supplies and personnel to aid in site containment.
Field hospital is constructed to care for wounded visitors and staff.
Initial damage surveys report catastrophic destruction of internal park infrastructure. Pit geobiology has dramatically changed in hazard level.
Whoa. Okay. Emergency teleconference of Anadine, executive leadership, National Parks Director, and Secretary of the Interior are present.
Executive decision is made to initiate a FEMA response and assemble a task force for containing the superorganism.
Media helicopters and vehicles begin to report on the scope of disaster.
Base camp technicians begin to spin down contingency measure. Large fractures due to inertial stress have appeared on mineral components. Engineers advise against reinitiating contingency measure until mineral components can be replaced or repaired. Okay, now they're making us curious on purpose about this contingency measure. This is such like a redacted and SCP kind of situation. Like,
Yeah.
what is your contingency measure?
Right. It's pretty big, whatever it is. Ground personnel begin assembling a pump system to inject industrial sedatives into the superorganism. Transport trucks containing industrial sedative arrive.
An emergency teleconference of Anadine? I don't know either. Shareholders.
One of those.
The shareholders! Oh no! The shareholders!
Several injured visitors inexplicably leave field hospital and begin walking towards open pit orifice. Approximately 38 individuals are able to crawl back into the orifice over the course of 8 hours. None are recovered. Oh my god.
Wait a minute. Wait, what?
They went in voluntarily over 8 hours. 38 people walked back into the pit.
What the fuck? Okay, that's different.
But it's injured people.
Yeah.
So it's people who've already had a little taste and they wanted more of that flesh pit.
Oh, okay. This is some... Oh. Now this is a new layer. This is a whole new layer of weird for this thing.
Do you think that's what they were talking about? Like the inexplicable, like pheromone, like release that they were saying before? That they were just like, we don't, like, that can shift at any time.
Could
so maybe
be.
they have a little something on them. They feel compelled to go back in.
Yeah, that's gotta be what's going on there.
Yeah.
Is some kind of call of the void that it managed to produce. It's like, come back.
Right.
Man, whoever pulled my hypno eyes for this absolutely chose the right moment. Return to the pits. I'm not done eating. Radio transmission from trapped ranger vehicle ceases. Many speculate that other small crews of visitors and staff are still trapped.
Yup. That makes sense. Goodness.
Oh, and look at this end piece for final investigation report, Shia.
Okay. The following final investigation report addresses additional investigation findings not covered in the previous report, including an analysis of the Anadine organization, emergency response, and safety culture, the industry disaster response standards, structural integrity standards, and effective performance of mystic contingency measures.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, there we go.
That's
I Mystic.
interesting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're hiding something.
Oh yeah.
Oh boy, it really goes in. A lot of other projects would stop here. But this is halfway down the page, guys. You don't understand.
Yeah, they have visuals. That's just a tummy. That's just a stomach.
Yeah.
With like pumps.
The dedication that you have to have as a creator to go through all this and be just absolutely obsessive about it. There are just few people who are like this in this world.
The visitor center, showing it how it was before and after and how it got crushed.
Yeah.
It
Sheesh.
broke the trails out to it.
Mm-hmm.
Passage to sand gullet and trunk organ. That's cool.
Wow, that is squeezed tight. Collapsed passage. Yeah, that it just absolutely crushed it. Damn. Yeah, and you know what? You can see how it happened because if it coughed, if it constricted in that way, you can
Right.
literally see that constriction of just snapping those supports like twigs.
Yeah, yeah, and then there's no way out because if there's only one way in for that dorsal organ trail.
Yeah.
Whoa. Organ
Yeesh.
trail. Should make like an like an organ trail, but like it's organ trail and you just go through the mystery flesh pit.
Yeah.
Like each day is just trying to survive until the end.
How much of the flesh can you survive eating
Right.
until you just succumb? You become part of the flesh pit.
That has to be last measure though.
Yeah.
That has to, like if you run out, like you can have the choice to eat some, but
Yeah. Overview of contingency measure.
That's interesting.
Harmonic actuator array. 3-axis hydraulic harness. A redacted mineral component. A main turntable. This is interesting. It's almost like it's like a radar or sonar technology or some kind of acoustic power centered around whatever that mineral component is.
Right. I'm trying to think of if there's any like real medical like counterpart that would make sense here as to like what this is that would like take control, but I feel like it's maybe a little bit out of the realm of that. I don't know though.
Yeah. The only thing that I'm thinking of is that it's really not exposed as much for any multitude of reasons, but legitimately, those who have studied acoustic sciences and vibratory sciences in medical practice, even down to really small layers, have made massive breakthroughs in medical treatments and all sorts of crazy things that you can do. It's like we've only begun to understand in recent years, at least on a larger scale, that acoustics and frequencies can be used to treat the body and affect the body.
That's wild.
Mm-hmm.
It explains a little bit of that down below. It says hypothesize to function by utilizing a series of standing harmonic and ultrasonic wavelengths.
There
That's
it is.
cool.
Yup. Observe to affect the overall
That's-
behavior. These waves are created by applying a 15 megahertz mechanical percussion. Yes, the face of an excavated large quartz crystal, also known as mystic artifacts 15, 21, and 22. There you go. There you have it. It's vibrational and frequency science applied to a crystal that they found.
That's cool.
Yup. Okay, so now we're moving into really like ancient being appeasement territory, like brought up to modern science.
Right.
This is really cool. Like, this is great storytelling, and it's hinting at so many other little things that have gone on here, that maybe this was some kind of giant creature that was worshipped way back in time, and they knew exactly how to appease it in this manner.
Right.
That's actually where a lot of this scientific study comes from, is understanding from ancient cultures that they did have knowledge of this technology, but on a much different kind of scale, with very basic instruments, but sound and frequency, vibratory sciences. It's fascinating stuff.
Yeah. That's cool.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and yeah, it goes on and on. There's so much. There's
does.
more diagrams.
Oh.
This thing has bones.
Yeah. Look at that one below that says the Permian Basin Superorganism Containment Program Overview. Oh my goodness.
Holy shit. There's so much. It's such a stack. Dude, that's nuts.
This is containment recommendations.
Oh, we got a tidbit from Null Pretzel here. For reference, 15 megahertz is vibrating so fast that the wavelength is literally microscopic. At that point, the amount of energy you need to allow a frequency that high to propagate any meaningful distance through solid material would be massive.
Oh. That's wild.
Yeah.
I don't want to. It hurts my brain to think about.
There's so much thought.
Microscopic wavelengths.
Yeah, there's so much thought that's gone into this. It is absolutely commendable. But, okay, so now we know what happened there, and we definitely learned some lore.
Yeah. No, that's really, really, really cool. That gave a lot of insight.
Yeah. Mmm, delicious July 4th souvenir covered in blood and gastric acid.
Yippee!
Tasty! An evolution of park signage.
Oh, okay. Cute. All right. What's that little danger thing with the little four little? Who is that?
I don't know. What the hell is that indeed? Caver Coop.
Come explore the Thunderground. What? What?
Special adult fun for mom and dad.
Okay, now I have to know about the special adult fun at the Mystery Flesh Pit. Okay, what other caverns have we found within the Mystery Flesh Pit that's just for mom and dad?
Are they bottling the pheromones?
Right.
You gotta wonder.
Oh, I'd be worried though, because if they use that, they might just go jump into the pit.
Yeah. Welcome to Mystery Flesh Pit National Park. 1980 Special Resources Development Act passes in 1980, absorbing the park into the national park system. 2007 to present, park is permanently closed and quarantined. Oh.
Yeah, the final thing that we just read, that was it. Then they shut it down.
Yeah, let's see that because that happened in that's 2007, right? Yeah.
July 4th.
Yeah. The friendly cartoon mascot, Caver Coop. A brief animated film starring Caver Coop was shown at the park's visitor center, where the character would attempt to assuage worries about being eaten alive or swallowed, reassuring children and often parents that the pit was perfectly safe and reinforced.
I like they're on one of the supposedly that was on like their fence. It just says extreme danger. Over, 582 people have died attempting to commune with this superorganism. The U.S. government is unable to rescue individuals trapped by this superorganism. You will not receive a, quote, gift from the superorganism. You will find no answers beyond this fence. Like, it's just like, whatever you think you're doing, don't do it.
Oh my God, Uncle Bourbon. Big government keeping the flesh pitosi from us.
Right? It'll give me a gift.
Yeah, but great catch there. It's just, you will not receive a gift from the superorganism.
Right.
Yeah. I love that red text at the bottom. There's nothing beyond this fence we're dying for.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Yeah. You could almost see that being on a sign at a facility too.
I love that.
Mm-hmm. Gondola tickets.
What is that? Do you think that that's what they wrote out to get into the visitor center? Like through the thing there? Like it wasn't an actual, or was it? It did say trail, but I don't know.
It's a model of the pit. Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, and if you scroll down, you can see the gondola going down, I guess, into like a center. How does that work?
Not sure.
That's the kind of picture I'd take in the flesh pit.
What's up, so guys? Happy.
Me in the flesh pit.
Yeah. Post that on Twitter. It's like, guys, guess where I am today?
Me super excited to be at the flesh pit.
Pogging at the flesh pit.
Yeah.
wildlife safety within the Mystery Flesh Pit.
Ooh. Okay.
You want to read that excerpt on the left?
Yeah. Your visit to the Mystery Flesh Pit can be a most pleasurable and rewarding experience, or it could be a time of vexation, distress, or even tragedy. Much depends on how you and your family observe these simple guidelines and avoid designated hazards. Take a minute to read these simple but important safety rules, then go on a pleasant park experience. That is what a way to advertise.
Yeah. You know what I'm thinking now is an interesting case of damned if you do, damned if you don't. So they find this thing, right? And they start excavating. They've got construction workers all around. They discover what it is. It's a giant organism.
Right.
Inside the ground, you have all these kind of civilians who they would love to talk. Word would get out. Word would have already basically gotten out. It's kind of a case of, like, somebody would ask, why the fuck would you make this a national park? Why would you make this an open thing, period? Like, why would you not seal this off and Area 51 this bitch? And it's a case of, well, what do you think's going to happen if you do? You're just going to make it a bigger problem. It's like you can't really super well hide this thing. And then if you do, everybody's going to be asking, what do you got there, big government? What do you got there? Especially because, like, it's Texas. It's Texas, of all places. They're going to be pissed if you try and cover up anything down there. And then you have that kind of situation on your hands. So then it's like, what do you do instead? I guess you make it open. It's like, you can't exactly tell the people, yeah, we found a form of life that we have never discovered anywhere else in the world, and it's massive, and it's right there, but no, you can't look at it, you can't see it, and they're gonna be like, why not? You know? So this was kind of bound to happen, I think.
Yeah. True. They should just open up Area 51. Let me see the aliens.
Let's see them aliens.
Right.
Come on.
Just open it up. Just let us know. I mean, they're in the damned if you don't section.
Let's go laugh our asses off together. It's time. It's time for species peace, and for all of us to just dance and have a giggle at whatever. Let's share memes. Let's share memes with the Greys.
I'm ready.
I'm ready. So ready.
Wait, promise me, if they ever open up Area 51, we can literally go take you and me. Well, like, don't go without me. Can we go?
You got it. I promise.
Okay,
we'll ride together.
Okay, wonderful. Yeah.
Area 51 trip. Woo! Me and the Greys. Visitors and wildlife within the Mystery Flesh Pit often frequent the same areas within the park. It is likely that park wildlife and visitors will encounter one another, but by remaining calm and following the basic advice of experienced venereal biologists, you increase the odds of a positive outcome for both yourself and the wildlife.
It's such a weird thing to say, all of that. Like, it's just... know before you go, all visitors who partake on self-guided excursions beyond reinforced and enclosed trails within the Mystery Flesh Pit are required to attend an orientation at the lower visitor center. During this orientation, a park ranger will inform you about areas that are closed to visitors due to high fauna activity or recent wildlife/human encounters. It is important to be aware when camping and hiking within the Mystery Flesh Pit and to avoid wildlife foraging areas, chimal deposits, gastric bladders, surface wildlife carcass mounds, etc. That put it more into like perspective for me, that it's not just like, hey, here's a trail to the visitor center. It's like, no, this is a national forest where you can quite literally get lost in.
Yeah.
Like that's it. That's cool.
Yeah,
Once
and it's like there's no helicopters.
Yeah, right. It's like, it's huge. Once inside the greater anatomy of the pit, rangers may be able to assist you, but ultimately you are on your own.
Now I'm imagining like something park rangers would deal with of people coming in here just to actually collect stuff. Like they specifically state to avoid wildlife foraging areas. And it's like, you could imagine people coming in here trying to steal stuff from the flesh pit that's organic or dangerous.
Right.
Being a park ranger on your shift, doing your routine, and then you look over and there's half a person sticking out of a chimal pit because they tried to get in there with a bottle.
Right.
Well, there's half a corpse here. I need collected.
Wild.
Oh, okay. So we've got a wildlife guide here, kind of. We're gonna have to zoom a bit. Okay, fungal growth. While not typically considered wildlife, large fungal colonies are commonly encountered throughout the mystery flesh pit and should be treated as potentially dangerous. Many varieties of fungal growths exist native to the pit, though they all share a few common characteristics, such as proximity to amniotic spring fluid bladders, as well as spores which are toxic to humans. Park staff routinely prune known fungal outcroppings which attempt to grow near developed areas of human activity, but visitors should remain alert so as not to accidentally stumble or fall into a colony. It's kind of like running into large-scale gut bacteria.
Yeah. But it says tends to sprout around a lot of human activity. So maybe it's a response to I don't know, to rid whatever's coming in, which happens to be people.
Yeah, I could definitely see that.
Yeah.
You want to hit compound surface fauna?
Sure. On rare occasions, abyssal copepods and other park wildlife will venture outside of the pit and pull surface animals such as deer, livestock, coyotes, and rabbits into the mystery flesh pit. Uh-oh. We're in trouble. If
Okay,
not
we
eaten
shouldn't
by
have come
park
here.
fauna. What's that?
We shouldn't have come here.
No. If not eaten by park fauna, these animals may undergo a fascinating phenomenon known as anatomical amalgamation. This process, which is not fully understood by park scientists, results in the creation of a compound organism, which is a hybrid of constituent surface animals. No two of these amalgamations are the same, though the resulting physiology often results in similar conditions such as partial fusing of major body elements and relocation of internal organs to locations on the exterior of the body. Because of the gruesome and seemingly haphazard nature of the combinations, many compound surface fauna do not live beyond a few hours or days from the time when they are discovered. Should you encounter a shambling compound surface fauna, please do not feed it or otherwise engage in activity which could prolong its suffering. Note, in the extremely unlikely event that you encounter an amalgamation containing one or more human constituent organisms, contact a park ranger immediately via one of the emergency telephones installed along trail routes. Whoa. That's
Okay, so yeah, everybody looked at this and said, yep, this is okay. We'll keep the park open for... Holy shit! We have fucking amalgamations walking around, including human abominations. What the fuck? Hey,
On
Shia,
the
you
rare
wanna-
occasion, it's fine. It's only a couple animals. They get fused together. They turn inside out a little bit, but whatever. They fall apart in a couple hours or a day and get like re-eaten by the flesh. It's all cool.
Yeah, it's okay. It's an ecosystem. It's an ecosystem.
It's the natural cycle.
It says that there's deer that they bring down, right? You want to roll the dice on becoming jackalopes?
Honestly, I've thought about it.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
This is so fucked. Like, imagine you're on a tour, right? As just a person touring the pit, and you hear these like around a corner, and then you look, and it's a human shuffling horror fused with a few different animals, with like just these broken limbs creeping around a corner, and it's like, there it is. There's your human constituent.
There you go. Oh, there's like a deer head growing off of it, just screaming at you or something. That's nightmare fuel.
Yeah. Remember to take the kids. That's
So where's
so
mommy
fun.
and daddy having their special area? Because this sounds horrible.
Yeah.
This doesn't sound like it's for any ages.
Yeah. Okay, I'll read this out because you know what? This is. This year with Thanks to the 6 Bits, I always have that small part of my brain whenever I see an odd creature like that would be like, can I have sex with that thing? Just a me thing. That's not terribly odd.
No, it's not
terribly
just
odd.
a you thing.
It's not just a you thing. In this case, though, seeing a suffering abomination amalgamate like this, it's less ooh and more ah!
More.
Yeah. Ooh. Oh, I didn't know I could do that.
Oh, did it pop out?
Yeah,
Oh,
popped
I'm
out a
gonna do
little.
that. Oh, it's so much less blurry. Wait, this is perfect.
Yeah. All right. Macrobacteria. Oh, if it wasn't bad enough already. The most common organism encountered by park visitors during excursions into the park are the various subspecies of macrobacteria. While resembling their microscopic counterparts, these creatures are multicellular and reach sizes of up to 12 feet across.
What?
The feeding mechanism of macrobacteria is believed to be related to cystic nutrient ganglions found within the mystery flesh pit, around which macrobacteria congregate in substantial numbers. Osmotic diffusion of proteins, lipids, and minerals from within these ganglia into the macrobacteria appear to drive their asexual reproduction capability. Macrobacteria often migrate in colonies consisting of many dozens of individuals throughout feeding areas within the pit's anatomy. Though generally passive in nature, macrobacteria are aggressively territorial of feeding zones and pose a risk to human life through suffocation via an oral groove or through caustic bifurcation. Through fucking what?
What?
You know what bifurcation is, right?
I'm Googling. The division of something into two branches are part. Oh.
It'll cut you in
Whoa.
fucking half.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Getting attacked by a giant bacteria.
That just goes to show, though, once again, the scale of it, because like it's just like if this is like normal, say, bacteria that we have within our bodies that like just kind of do natural things to help and or whatever, even if it's like something like slightly harmful, but this that could be up to 12 feet long and that's like its micro size that's in its body or whatever this super organism is. Goodness.
Yeah, it is stupid massive. Like they don't understand the scale of this thing and how deep it goes.
The abyssal copepods. Copepods? I'm going to call them copepods. I like that. As their name suggests, abyssal copepods tend to avoid light, machinery, and other human activity whenever possible, preferring to reside in deeper areas within the mystery flesh pit. Unlike macrobacteria, abyssal copepods are predatory and survive by hunting other life forms within the pit. These unusual arthropods have hard chitinous carpus. What?
Carpaces, I think.
Carapaces coated in a waxy secretion which allow them to easily slip and travel within the pit while remaining somewhat protected from conventional deterrents such as firearms and electrical discharge weapons. Abyssal copepods are considered hazardous to the safety and well-being of park staff, park visitors, as well as commercial mining operations within Mystery Flesh Pit National Park. Oh my gosh.
Like, I know the argument that somebody could make in contrast, like devil's advocate for this place is, okay, but what about Yellowstone? It's full of bears and whatnot, you know? And other places, like, you got your wild animals all over the place. You can be killed by all sorts of things. But it's like, guys, guns don't work so well on those things. And we're talking about bacteria 12 feet long. So, again, why the fuck? Why? These are lobsters, giant lobsters, predatory giant lobsters that you cannot shoot successfully. Why? Why?
Yeah, but like But Yellowstone as a whole isn't like a living
Yeah.
organism.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like you can shoot a bear. If you encounter a bear, I mean it's not aiming to eat people. It's not this stuff. It's really not. So it's just like the argument for keeping this place open, oh dear God, I don't like that.
Oh, what is that?
Is that skeletal remains of a human hand?
I think so.
Okay, basic safety tips. As the number of visitors to the Mystery Flash Pit increases, so does the number of human/wildlife encounters. The vast majority of these encounters do not result in wildlife injury or fatality. You can help prevent injury to yourself, to others, and to park infrastructure by taking a few basic precautions. Minimize disturbance of anatomical fauna. If you see flora or fauna within the park and it does not appear to notice you, back out of sight and change your course. Move out of the area or quietly observe at a safe distance without approaching or otherwise disturbing it. Disturbance is evident whenever wildlife change their behavior because of you. If it stops eating and looks up, /raises its antenna, secretes scent enzymes, or begins making territorial clicks while trying to locate you, you are too close. What if the next paragraph?
Yeah. While many life forms within the pit seem to be tolerant of human presence at distances further than 200 yards, each creature is different. Use telephoto lenses and endoscopes where possible. Allow migrating bacterial colonies to pass by your camp undisturbed. If you have made sure that the wildlife is aware of your presence so it is not supervised and have kept all of your gear under your direct control, allow any organism you encounter to travel unhindered. You may just be afforded the opportunity to safely observe these amazing creatures in their natural environment. Whoa.
Exercise proper equipment handling. Do not leave equipment unattended. This includes stent frames, tents, climbing cleats, water bottles, and weapons. Consider using a portable electric fence to discourage aggressive wildlife, such as copepods, from investigating your camp.
Oh. In areas within damage to amniotic bladders, minimize the amount of fluid that contaminates your gear and clothes. Many life forms within the pit have extraordinary senses of smell and depend on phosphoproteins within the fluid in order to survive. Some will attempt to hunt you if they smell strong concentrations on your persons or equipment.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, an adult copepod emergence from a burrow.
I do not like these things. Hero, thanks for the 6 bits. Will we get a flesh pit creature smash or pass from this? I don't want to fuck anything that's in here. I don't think I could be down with anything that's in here. I don't know.
We'll see.
I'd be hard pressed. It's like, are there copepods that kind of stand on 2 legs and are well defined? Could change my attitude.
some muscular copepods.
Some muscular copepods, yeah.
Yeah.
Some bear hugging bugs.
There you go.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay. And this was just some text on the wildlife safety brochure. And there was a mandatory 3-minute orientation film shown in the lower visitor center.
Oh.
Trevor Roberts. What is it with dudes named Trevor and crazy creature ideas? Trevor Henderson. Trevor Roberts. It's like unfiction projects with dudes named Alex. There's always an Alex in the project. Alex Grayley, Marvel Hornets. Alex Bale, creator of all his projects. There's always some kind of Alex somewhere.
I think it's necessary at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa, downtown Gumption. Oh, isn't that cute?
Mm-hmm.
Regional airport. Oh, they had a Dairy Queen and an IHOP.
They even got a Taco Bell, but in Texas, I imagine that's quite common. IHOP. They're an IHOP kind of place, Shia. They're not a Denny's kind of place.
Yeah. I don't know if that's better.
Have you had a lot of nights in your life where you end up late at the Denny's or whatever you were doing?
Yeah. I used to do that with friends at 24-hour Denny's. Hit that up at like 2, 3, 4 in the morning.
Yeah.
It's not amazing.
It's
but...
not amazing, but you can make it amazing. I used to have, there was a period of my life where my friend was lead singer of a band. I was always with them. It was kind of an unofficial part videographer, and it was in the local scene. And the whole thing with the local scene is that they'd all do their shows, and at the end of the night, it's like, what are we doing? We're all going to the Denny's, and you have all these metal local scene kids hitting up the Denny's, having their food after the shows with all the strippers and the one cop near the door who's so bored. It was
fun.
awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have some lore here. It was around 1998, meant to be a caricature of the city's historic downtown area, 22 miles north of the surface orifice of the Mystery Flesh Pit. Throughout discovery and development of the park, Gumption served as an important staging area for explorations of the pit before full facilities were set up, all the while eagerly selling any and every vice imaginable to the thousands of roughneck workers who flooded into the region to build the infrastructure within the pit. By the middle of the 1980s, families were the primary draw of the unique national park, so the city pivoted to keep up with the demands of tourism. Today, some 14 years after closure, the city of Gumption is an almost empty town, a fraction of its former size. The few hotels and restaurants left cater mainly to the routine droves of specialist workers and crews which labored to keep the slumbering superorganism contained, its empty streets haunted by the specter of a golden era gone by. That's rough. Poor people of Gumption.
They'll be all right.
They'll all go back to DFW.
Yeah. What is this? Jackson letter number 1.
Jackson Surveying Inc. Yeah, May 2nd, 1970. Oh, it really just wants us to go ahead and read this.
Dear Colton, now you know more than most how I may be prone. Wait, what year was this? Oh, it was 73. I may be prone to hyperbole on occasion, but those Whitmer boys that called on Monday are on to something amazing. I mean, really, truly amazing. This isn't any mineral deposit, Colton, at least not likely anything that I've seen. I went ahead and sent some samples for you and Chris to start looking at. I didn't think you all would believe me if I didn't. This thing that those old boys found is some kind of organic deposit that must go down at least 500 or 600 feet by my reckoning. Not a fungus either. This thing breathes and makes sounds same as any other creature, and it bleeds. God, how it bleeds, Colton. It's a mess out here. Whoa, of them just finding it.
Yeah.
That's wild.
All right, I'll grab this next section. John and some of the others think it might be something from outer space. Most of the hombres we brought out to start the excavation call it Diablo de Bajo, and are real wary of going too close to what we figure must be the mouth of this thing. Right now, I don't think I care what it is or where it came from. I'm an oil man, and I think we're all to something real big out here. Well, that explains everything. Once you and Chris start looking at these samples, go ahead and give Lenny a call to send out his crew and make sure they bring at least 4 excavators. Pay them and make sure pay them whatever they ask to make it fast. Also, there's a card in here for a fella in Carlsbad with some pretty heavy-duty spelunking gear. Pay him whatever he wants to get here by Friday or Saturday. I'll call Beverly to have her put our other jobs on hold for the next 3 weeks, but you should remind her anyway.
That spelunker's gone.
Yeah.
Oh, I just know. As soon as they get there, they're not coming back. We need to move real fast on this. Dale Whitmer already left this morning to find someone in Gumption to come take some photos. It'll be a circus once that happens. God help us if the feds come and lock it down. There's something about this thing that's important, and I don't want to see something this special get in the hands of some goddamn game warden.
Yeah, this reads exactly like what would have happened.
Yeah.
Don't let the government know.
This damn government.
I'm going to take the mineral deposits and make drugs. Ooh. The venterial environment beyond this bulkhead constitutes the interior systems of a living organism. This environment is actively hostile to human life. Serious injury and death may occur without proper equipment and training.
Oh, that's cool. Whoa!
Yeah. Woo! Bronchial
junction. Yeah.
I was about to say, between this sign here and the previous, like I have a lot of moments where I make beat up looking stuff and assets and things for videos and thumbnails and whatnot and environments even here while streaming, and it's just, I know how fun it's got to be to just sit down for an evening and bang out something creative for a project like this.
Yeah. Especially when you have like a direction for it too. So like they have a really good idea for what they're making here.
Yep. Oh shit, hold on, it's a double raid. Sapphire Moon Dancer, thank you. And Emma Llama and Raiders, hello, thank you. Hello everybody, hello. Let me, oh boy, gotta move fast. As things are flowing, but hello everybody, welcome on in. Sapphire Moon Dancer to Raiders, Emma Llama and your Raiders, hope you both had great streams. Welcome. I'm hanging out here with Shiabun. We're looking at the mystery flesh pits.
The mystery flesh pit.
The pit welcomes you, indeed. Welcome on in. It's a really cool project. If you've ever heard of Mystery Flesh Pit, yeah, it is worth the hype because it's so creative, and the storytelling, it's pretty damn good. Like, it really gets you going to envision the horrors.
Yeah, I love it. It's cool.
Yep. But thank you so much, everybody. Glad you could join us as we're exploring the pits.
Oh, taste the Coke heartthrob sensation. Okay.
Coke Heartthrob was first introduced on Valentine's Day in 1985 as a limited promotion. But so, actually, you know what? You finish. You go ahead and read this.
But sold so well over the summer that Coca-Cola added it to their primary beverage roster in 1986. The defining ingredient in Coke Heartthrob was, of course, amniotic ballast, harvested from special glands deep within the mystery flesh pit. They would absolutely do
Here
this.
it is. Here it is.
The potent aphrodisiacal properties of amniotic ballast were diminished by heavily diluting the chemical before adding it to the beverage. But Coke Heartthrob still developed a notorious reputation for its unusual intoxicating effects. The taste of Coke Heartthrob was described as syrupy sweet, with hints of amaretto and rosewater, and the beverage had a light pheromonal scent similar to perfume. Oh. A combination of increasing extraction costs after the 2007 tragedy, as well as changing cultural attitudes, ultimately saw the decline of Coke Heartthrob sales until the Coca-Cola Company decided to discontinue the beverage in 2011.
There it is.
Dang.
Confirmed.
I gotta see if I can find like an ancient bottle of it still on like eBay or something.
Yeah. Get some of that Coke Heartthrob. This is giving such Only Cans vibes.
Yes. I love Only Cans.
Do you know the secret about
the
Only
secret?
Cans?
No.
Did you finish the game, Shia?
Yeah.
The whole game?
Yeah.
All the way to the end?
Yeah.
The boardroom ending?
I don't remember. I honestly played it years ago, but
do you remember an all black can at the end of the game?
No.
No? Okay, did you play the DLC edition?
No.
Like where it had all the fan favorites over the years?
No, I think I played like the original. Wait, I can
Oh
tell
my
you.
god, okay.
Only Cans. I played October 11th, 2021.
Uh-huh.
It was a while ago. So if they came out with an additional, I I might not have seen the end.
October 2021. If you haven't seen the other side of it, you're gonna look. Okay, Emma, enjoy your food. Thank you so much. Okay, if you either don't remember or you don't know, we're not gonna tell you.
Okay.
We're not gonna tell you. Just if you get curious, go ahead, finish the game.
I am already. Yeah, I'll have to go check it out.
Go ahead. But in the meanwhile, Starry Feathers said that they've been so kind as to provide some art of us, and we could share if it's entirely 2S. So if you're saying 2S, hold on for a second. I'm gonna have to investigate that. So let me just change the screen a second. Oh shit.
Whoa.
Well, you know what? There's nothing hanging out, so
Not completely.
no. But woo! Thank you, Starry.
That's cute. Thank you. Damn.
Squimsh. Much appreciated, Starry. Thank you. We found someone in the flesh pit. A distraction
Point
from
of
the
view.
horrors.
Point of view, you found us at the flesh pit.
Yeah.
Point of view, you answered that one on and met up at the flesh pit.
Yeah.
Oh.
Flesh pit daddies. I love it. Thank you, Starry.
Thanks.
All right. But yeah, see, I fucking knew it. I knew that there was going to be some kind of product made, and it was probably going to be from the pheromones. I didn't expect it to be like this.
Yeah.
Like, I knew the 80s were horny, but this must have been over the top.
Oh, yeah,
dropped
for
out.
sure.
Nobody brought the alcohol anymore. They just brought the go-kart throb. Welcome to Gumshoe.
Oh, this is cute.
Yeah. Man, that's a good mock-up.
Yeah, it is. It looks really decent.
Mm-hmm. It's hard to get some of this stuff to really land in Photoshop, but they made this land.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it looks good. Whoa. Whoa. Oh. Oh, the shrieking cloistropod. Ugh.
Oh, I hate the gastric bristle worm. Oh.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. Venus Shamble.
Oh, jeez. Whoa. That's some wild stuff.
The Greater Ballast Siren. Like this jelly, almost like angelic jellyfish looking thing I'd like.
Oh, yeah. And there's a lesser version of it, too, below it.
Yeah.
What about all of those ones on the left that just says amorphous shame?
Amorphous
What's up with
shame.
that?
I don't know. I don't know why they're shaming them.
I don't know. Maybe it's just that one at the bottom because at the top it says macrobacterium. So that might just be a bunch of different. Those are the ones that can be up to 12 feet.
Yeah.
Ew.
Not a fan of most of these things. Oh. Educational tool for use in classrooms, museums, and universities. Man, seeing these on a wall, I would not be enticed to come to the flesh pit.
I kind of want to go.
I mean, if we could stay away from a majority of these things, I'm okay with some of the ballast stuff.
But that's the mystery part. You never know. We might just run into one.
Yeah. Like a gotcha poll. Which one will you get?
Which one are you going to stay 200 yards from? Because if it starts clicking at you, then you're too close.
Oh.
Gross.
Oh. More timeline stuff from a character point of view, actually. Aha.
Oh, like early on, 1973.
From the Purple Sage Motel.
Okay.
All right. You want to start us up?
Sure. Dear Colton, things are really starting to take off down here. At around 3 or so last night, we broke a new depth record of 1,800 feet vertical descent from the maw. It's a damn shame you and the other folks are so spooked by this pit. To be down here in it is really something else. Now, don't misunderstand. I'm not saying it's easy. God almighty, is it tough getting around down in it's gullet, whatever that says, and such. A man's got to have an iron constitution or a mighty thick skull. And lucky me that the good Lord has seen tit to bless me with both. Some of these boys here have rigged up scuba gear, and we've been able to squeeze around down there with some effort. Giant muscles, giant bones, innards so big you can drive a trailer truck through. Strange critters scuttling around in the dark down there, too. Big bugs and germs and worms and other queer things that you wouldn't believe.
Oh, queer things.
Whoa, queer things. Okay, all right.
All right. Yeah. Good news. Good news.
Okay. Same. Some kind of crab thing the size of a coyote crept out a week and a half ago, and we caught it crawling around the feed trailer. Oh my gosh.
Woo!
Ew, is that it? Is that supposed to be what it's supposed to? Is that it?
Yeah.
Oh.
It won't let me zoom. Okay. I got a good. Hold up. That's it. New tab. Oh my God.
Like
Come on.
No!
Open image. Woo!
Well, there you go.
I got a good look at it before one of Dale's boys shot at it and scared it away. We had the funeral for the third roustabout to pass away this month on Tuesday. The papers are already talking gossip more than I like, and I'm hopeful that Bill and the other attorneys can keep the vultures and feds at bay. People don't understand until they've seen it and been down inside it, Colton. We're pioneers and explorers here. This is good work. This is God's work. Nobody knows what this mystery pit is or what it eats or how long it's been here. We need some guys with real smarts, not oil men. Doctors, scientists, good, decent folks who would have nothing to do with this.
Ooh.
He even acknowledges, like, we need people who would stay the fuck away from this thing.
Right. Love that. I'm mighty glad that you've taken responsibility for holding down the fort back home while I'm out here playing the cowboy. You're a good man, Colton, the kind of quality individual they don't make anymore. Maybe I'm hoping I can find some of that goodness myself someday. A good man like you, Colton, I'm looking to find maybe down in the belly of this beast. Give Samantha and the baby my regards, Jim. P.S. There's a company out of Fort Worth that I've called up to help with the exploration. I attached their card. Oh, it's Enidine. I attached their card to this letter. Give their geologist a call and let them know the details. I'm told they're very good at what they do. Whoa. So they got called in and they stuck there.
Yeah. Damn.
Wait, I'm so curious because, okay, while gumption isn't a thing, that's Fort Worth. I'm looking up 358 Markin Place, Fort Worth, Texas 76102. Where's that go? I'm just gonna like look at the map and like see where that's at in like Fort Worth.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not really a place. Surprise. I was hoping.
Yeah, it would have been cool. Actually, let me zoom back in a bit. There we go. Who's this fella?
Is this good boy Colton?
James Jackson.
Oh.
Was either a con man, a genius, a degenerate gambler, a reincarnated shaman from ages past, or some combination of all four. Jim, as his friends and detractors called him, was a strange man. He was a self-educated thinker who was absolutely convinced that he was possessed of talents that approached the supernatural. He may have been right. In the history of American enterprise, there was no one quite like Jim Jackson. His overall demeanor and presentation to all who interacted with him was that of a self-styled cowboy. He wore ostrich leather boots. Ostrich leather? always had a
Oh.
Marlboro cigarette in his mouth, and owned a 10-gallon hat in every color in the catalog, and spoke with a drawl so thick that he could easily be mistaken for a man out of time. This man, who came to embody every myth of the Western oil man and whose exploits would someday captivate a nation, had not set foot in Texas until his 20th birthday. He never made a dime from oil. Jim was born in Boston on July 16, 1945, at the exact instant that the first atomic bomb was detonated 2,000 miles away in New Mexico. Well, how about that? He was the youngest of 4 children to Walter and Evelyn Jackson. Evelyn was a classically trained stage actress who came from old money tied up in real estate in the Northeast. Walter was a prolific and brilliant chemist who directed a research group for Bell Telephone Laboratories. During the war, Walter's team was instrumental in developing the membranes necessary for the gas diffusion method of enriching uranium for the Manhattan Project.
What?
The lore goes
Jeez.
deep.
Yeah, goodness. With the guy that like found this.
Do we need to know all this? Wow.
Yeah, I'm curious if we do. He was almost ready to settle down when he received a call from home. His father had suffered an intracranial aneurysm. Do we need to know all this? I don't know how pertinent it is to the overall story, but it's clear that he is an interesting fellow that came from an interesting family. And he also has a very interesting placed face on his interesting body.
Yeah. Oh boy. Savages says, Dear Mr. Nocturne, do you think you can tell us whether this crater of meaty enigma is above or below your level of cosmic horrors? Well, in terms of being comparable to demons, none of us have ever gotten to that size. So, yeah, it's a little bit advanced even for us. This is a real cosmic what the fuck kind of landing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the general idea here, from what it's telling us, is that the dude who we've been reading the letters from was already so out there in terms of his ideas of what he needed to be and wanted to be, that he was so outlandish that, of course, he saw this and went, Yahoo! Because he fancied himself a cowboy pioneer from Boston, which... I tell you, nobody around here, Shia, ever has dreams like this. Ain't nobody out here looking to be a fucking cowboy.
Except for that dude.
Except for that dude.
And look where that got him.
That dude was always a little tapped in the head, I tell you.
Oh my goodness, look at this.
Wow, it's huge.
It's making me think that it's not necessarily like a formed beast that could like stand up and walk away, but rather just like a bunch of like working body parts that kind of just attach to each other. Like, who knows? Like a stomach may lead into an intestine, but it leads into another stomach. Like who knows? Like there could be multiple, or
Yeah, it's
kind
some
of
kind
or
of
all spread out.
Yeah, it's given the impression exactly like that it is some weird. It somehow works, some kind of giant organic mess inside of the ground, and you have to ask yourself, it's like, for what? But then some things in nature that we find that you just kind of shrug, and it's like, I don't know, it's life. Life finds a way, and life chooses a form somehow, whether it's mobile or otherwise, and this is just this.
Right. That's wild. That's fun to look at, though.
Find Dew Village? What?
What?
Okay, you wanna read this profile survey?
This profile survey is one of many examples produced early in the development of the Mystery Flesh Pit. The New Jackson survey, conducted by surveyor James Slippin' Jim Jackson, combined many prior smaller surveys with a new biospeleological data obtained by Jackson's team. Notably, Jackson's surveying expedition marked the discovery of such features as the Fondue Village, the Kime Bladder, and the Pleasure Domes. Oh,
Pleasure Domes.
Whoa. Missing from the early survey are deeper portions of the pit anatomy, such as the gift gardens and the copepods barrows. as these sections would remain inaccessible until the introduction of the Grumman IAV in 1978. This survey was printed in several national publications and was a primary piece of marketing information until an updated computer-aided survey was conducted in 1980. Yo, where them pleasure domes at?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Let's
Fondue Village.
We hit the okay. Well, we would have to think. Would the Fondue Village come before or after the pleasure domes? Probably after.
yeah. Let's do it. Yeah, let's afterwards. Yeah, we'll do a little. We'll guide it. We'll I don't know. We'll write out a trail of where we're gonna go first.
Yeah. You're thanks for the bits. I'm just convinced at this point that the Flesh Pit was essentially just a living, breathing sex hotel.
Probably.
I mean, if you could get around the horrors, yeah.
I mean,
you get all
I see
kinds
God's
of thrills.
mistake down there, so
Yeah.
it's like down in the middle.
I just noticed a spot called God's Mistake. Oh,
right.
Oh boy.
Yeah, which makes me curious to know what they surveyed there to name it as such.
What the hell is inside of God's Mistake?
Oh, the pleasure domes are up top. I see them now.
Amniotic
ballast bulbs, aka pleasure domes.
Amniotic ballast. Okay, so yeah, that's probably where all the fluid comes from. That was in Coke Heartthrob.
Thanks for the help. Yeah.
Oh. The dark and constantly shifting interior of the Mystery Flesh Pit National Park has been a formidable challenge to navigation since its discovery. Tethered explorations early in the history of the park mitigated the problem, but more comprehensive surveys eventually required a novel solution. By using a standard magnetic compass in combination with a barometer, a directional bearing and relative depth within the organism can be obtained. Of course, these two items of information are alone insufficient and require a small assortment of other physical and chemical orienteering solutions to effectively navigate within the superorganism. Still, devices similar to the anodyne-produced unit photographed here have been and continue to be invaluable basic tools for park rangers, engineers, and technicians who need to know where they are within the park.
Interesting.
This thing looks legitimately built.
It looks pretty good.
It does.
The textures on the outside are a little like it's a good render. Yeah, it looks really, really decent. Oh goodness.
Oh, the obligatory newspaper report.
Ooh, a mystery pit and the man who found it.
Look at that picture.
Whoa.
Look at that
Hell
cowboy-ass picture.
James Slippin' Jim Jackson from Boston.
Oil man, showman, innovator.
Never made a penny off of oil, but oil man.
Yeah. Pit diver.
Yeah.
Wow, that's deep. That's a lot.
Yeah. Newspaper clipping from the Dallas Morning News in 1975. This is one of the earliest public accounts of the pit from the days when James Jackson used to personally give tours. Whoa.
With a guy like this, you would probably swear you were on a Universal Studios attraction.
He does kind of give that vibe.
Yeah. Oh, here's the video.
Ooh. Okay.
Get out of here! In 1979, a mission was proposed to study and map the gross anatomical structure of the Permian Basin superorganism through a manned vertical descent. The surveying expedition was a joint effort administered by the United States Department of the Interior in cooperation with the Soviet Academy of Sciences.
Okay.
That's unexpected. Oh, we might not need to pause for the next slides.
Yeah, they wait pretty long.
Six-person yeah, go ahead.
Six-person expedition team consisting of 3 Americans and the 3 Soviet personnel spent nearly 6 weeks in the depths of the superorganism conducting a wide battery of scientific observations and measurements. Despite tragedies and hardships forced by the crew during the mission,
It's okay, I've got this.
During the wealth of information collected by the project has been instrumental in the fields of geobiology, ventriology, material science, physiology, medicine, and ventrial engineering. That's cool.
Psychology.
That's interesting.
That's very interesting.
I guess people's reactions or how they vibe down there.
Permian Basin superorganism discovered in 1973 by drilling crews who believe they found an untapped aquifer.
Ooh, excavation of a small nearby sinkhole revealed a colossal living portal of flesh descending into the earth. Workers began referring to it as the mystery flesh pit. Can you show this on the stream?
Okay, see that picture? It's definitely hitting that spot of that primal. Oh, yeah, you see that, and you just you hold up. It's like, oh.
Oh my gosh.
Over the next 3 years, from 73 to 76, scout exploration efforts slowly began to map and understand the large internal sections. Neuron activation, yeah.
Ooh, that's a good picture. Those are cool. While widespread knowledge of and interest in the Permian Basin superorganisms remained low within the general academic landscape of the Soviet Union at the time, Dr. Kazimierz, someone of the Soviet Academy of Science, was a vocal proponent of study of the superorganism for its possible insights into the origins and early evolutions of life.
In December of 1977, Soviet Academy of Sciences President Anatoly Alexandrov responded to the U.S. Department of the Interior Secretary Cecily Andrews' letter proposing a cooperative geobiological... God damn it, it's getting faster than me at this point.
It is.
Geobiological expedition, and there was subsequently a meeting between Dr. Vinogradov's team and members of the United States Department of the Interior to discuss technical details. I just gotta read this from Raccoon Revolution because it's just too funny. The Earth needs TP for its bunghole.
Okay. Broadly, the goal of the joint anatomical expedition was to expand geobiological and ventrial understandings of the Permian Basin superorganism, with the ultimate goal of lowering a human into the deepest extents of the organism. Okay. Get him in there.
We're gonna put you in a hole, a big, fleshy, long hole. We're gonna
really
put you.
Big hole.
We're gonna get you deep down inside this long, fleshy hole.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna reach the depths.
Oh, you know, there's some guy that is just sweating to volunteer. Send me in. I mean, I'm willing.
Standing there, completely straight faced, but he's squeezing his knees.
Please God, please me, send me.
Aside from the prestige of being the first human beings to make such a deep journey, partnership held the following objectives for the joint anatomical expedition in furtherance of its geobiology research.
Objectives are precise determination of the anatomical structure throughout a vertical section of the Permian Basin superorganism.
Bioseismic measurements from a deeper reference depth than any prior measurements.
Distribution and diversity of parasitic fauna at both charted and uncharted depths.
Engineering tests of equipment at great anatomical depths. I would not want to be testing that.
Nope. Geobiology study of the exotic anatomy environment located in the deepest known extents of the superorganism.
Determination of the effects of occult ventrial phenomena on human health and psychology. There it is. A cult of material phenomena. We finally hit the other layer of what the fuck in all of this.
Right. I guess it's something to consider for sure with how massive it is and just like how strange and bizarre.
Yep, and how they found out how to appease the thing with the contingency measure device.
Right. Oh, jeez.
Oh. So we got this doctor here. This is more of the like flavor text stuff.
Yeah. Everybody's face looks like it's from the thispersondoesnotexist.com.
Yeah. I don't blame the creator for that though.
No, not at all.
Sometimes you just gotta fill a void. Kesrick, thank you for the 6 months. MFP has been one of my favorite projects. I can see why. James Slippin' Jam Jackson.
Whoa! There he is.
And Whit, thank you for the 3 months. Mr. Ortiz. Rachel Frost. Who probably hated most of her company. Expedition outline.
Oh. Okay, that's neat.
So now we know where it is.
Okay. Expedition Day 1. Vehicles lowered into the maw. The entry orifice and affixed for crew arrival.
And appropriately, it's October. You know, Shia, this design is a technological marvel. It's just, they really fucked up here.
Yeah, there's no base.
Exactly. I knew you'd catch it. There it is, up top.
That's gonna get lost. I mean,
that is in, and then it's not getting out.
Ooh,
well,
that's scary.
Enjoy your trip to the hospital. I sat down and I don't know what happened.
That's gone. Yeah.
Angela Gaming, thanks for the 666 bits. Tether cable, atmospheric systems batteries. Oh, I like this. I love that it's October too. That feels so right.
Yeah.
Pass the surface, lower base camp facility.
Oh, wow.
10-kilometer depth. Day 12. Holy shit, and it's still not the bottom.
Oh. How is this thing moving through? How is it progress? Like, how does it work?
Just
like, how are they driving it? Is it like an actual, like,
well, it said that there
like
were
they're plopping it in.
Right. So part of the diagram did show there are steel drive treads. So it's like the treads on a tank at the head of it.
Oh, jeez. Is that good for climbing back up or like?
Might be. Rotating drive head. Okay, so there's some rotation that can help them too. God, imagine having to be the one to engineer this shit. That would be nuts.
They should have had. There must have been a good reason for not putting any kind of base on it.
Yeah.
I want to know their credentials.
The only tragedy of the device, the inventor was far too straight. They did not know. October 30th. Encounter with previously unobserved macro-parasitic life form. Organism flees before extensive documentation is able to occur. Man, you can just imagine it now, being part of this crew, and they're just sitting around as they hit dates. It's like, by the calculations, it's about to be Halloween. You feel scared yet? No, I don't feel scared. 5 minutes later, boom!
Right? Oh, scary.
Oh.
Oh.
November 8th.
The vehicle breaches the mesogliatic firmament chasm, and advanced base camp is established as preparations are made to begin blasting through a dense cartilaginous stratum plate at the base of the chasm.
Dude, at this point, I really just gotta know from this creator. It's like, what is their background? Were they an engineering student? Were they a bio student? What the hell did they go to school for? Exactly what were their hobbies growing up to end up in creating all of this and having just instant ability with this terminology? Because this is a lot just to come up with as a writer. To dig around and find all of these terms. And of course, their dedication to the project is such that you believe that they would go that far. It's so much, Shia. It's so much.
Yeah. It's a lot, but I mean, I guess it's kind of what made it caught on. Like, it's what made it catch on and be so interesting. Is just that detail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It started as an entry into a world building contest? That would make sense.
Oh. What? What?
Blue tissue exposed through blasting. Excursion pod is slowly lowered down into the cuts.
What?
There's a table. What the fuck?
What?
There's a tabletop RPG for Mystery Flesh Pit coming soon.
What? I'll play it.
That's how would you? I'm not a tabletop dude. I don't think ever, but this might be the one occasion where I'll lean in a little bit.
I want to play Mystery Flesh Pit.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
And there's Fred. Oh, Flesh Pit.
Whoa. We're getting fleshy.
There he is. Hello, Fred.
Hi, Fred.
Good to see you. A previous explorer of the Flesh Pit. It is rad.
What is this picture? They said that they were lowering themselves into the tear, but maybe it's just kind of like an interpretation, but it's...
This is really strange to look at.
Right?
It was one of the first things you explored as a VTuber, Fred. Yeah, the creativity on this is insane. The depth is nuts. We just learned about Jim Jackson, the Bostonian cowboy. Traded in his snow shovel for a gun.
Yep.
But yeah, this is really weird because I almost feel like I'm looking at a bridge at night.
Right. That's kind of what it looks like.
Excursion pod vehicle. All right, there's a little bit more flared, but that's still not enough.
True, because some might see that as a challenge.
Has Shia seen the motocross event in the Flesh Pit yet? There was a motocross event in the Flesh Pit?
No, we're going through everything from the beginning. I don't think we got to that yet.
Yeah, we're not there yet.
What? What the fuck?
Monster truck rally? Oh my god.
Single-person excursion vehicle is piloted by that person. After approximately 4 hours, the vehicle passes into an as-yet unknown area of PBSO anatomy. Following a brief instrument of calibration tests, they
Lieutenant
report
Krishenko.
their findings via radio. Interference in the transmission results in an incomplete message. Do we get to hear it?
No.
Boo!
Now translate it. Tessellation. Prismatic. Becomes like a fractal. Oh. Now we're getting real mystical with it.
Oh, yeah.
Light reflected and missing. Oh, yeah, okay. Photo plane of exotic anatomical environment recovered. Onboard imaging system. So if that's the onboard imaging system, it might not necessarily be an exact photo.
Never laugh as a hearse goes by, or you might be the next to die. They wrap you in a bloody sheet.
Oh, I'm sorry. Somebody's playing my Hearst song routine.
The worms crawl in, the worms crawl out.
In your stomach and out your mouth, your eyes fall out, your teeth decay, and that's the end of your wonderful day. You're dead. Whoa. Nope, the photo must have been real.
Yeah. Exotic anatomy sample recovered from excursion vehicle onboard material sample collection rack. It's whoa.
Okay, you know what I'm thinking now? Is that this is kind of taking... Because we have to ask ourselves, how the hell did this get here? Oh boy, I'm about to really theorize in all seriousness and look at my face with this right now. This routine. But, you know the color out of space, right?
Yes.
It's kind of like, what if the thing that fell from the color out of space was a growing organism and it just kept expanding into the ground? That's what it's giving me an idea of here.
Yeah.
Where it's all this crazy shit like that.
That's super plausible just because of the nature of it. It's almost inexplainable.
Yeah, like this kaleidoscopic anatomy. That is
cool.
fascinating.
Yeah, that's good. Ooh, automatic ascent upwards through the tissue after 5 minutes.
Transmission interference prevents radio contact between pilot and the coronate vehicle. Yeah, 5 minutes, and then they yanked the chain to go back up.
Yeah, well, automatically it went back up.
Hmm.
And I don't know if it was because they were supposed to do it beforehand or if that was just kind of how it was supposed to be.
Yeah. Winties, thank you for subbing. It's Gear 1. Welcome in.
At approximately 4:51 a.m., a sharp tensile force is observed by the coronate crew on the cables pulling up the excursion pod vehicle. A general alarm signal originating from the excursion pod vehicle is recorded. Pod ascent operations continue at an increased pace.
6:02 a.m. CST. Excursion pod vehicle surfaces from the blue tissue cut and is hoisted upward via attachment cables. Though the onboard instrumentation is intact, the Pyrex canopy has been shattered inward. The pilot is absent, with the exception of trace amounts of human blood located on the canopy shards. A search is deemed impossible without an operational blue tissue-capable vehicle. Lieutenant Krishenko is presumed dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, something got them.
Whoa. A single photo was recovered from the excursion vehicle onboard imaging system, dated to mere moments before the tinsel load event. The photograph depicts an unknown organism approximately 500 meters in width floating within the blue tissue layer. Judging from the intense damage to the excursion pod vehicle, it is determined that an attack by this unknown organism was the probable cause of Lieutenant Krushenko's death. Whoa!
Holy shit. Look at that
Whoa.
thing. Huh.
That's wild.
Dude, that's giving like Nope vibes, you know?
Yes. Oh my gosh, yes.
Damn.
A decision is made by the remaining chronic crew to abandon any additional survey activities and begin the return journey back to the surface, aided by a series of cleaning stations installed during the prior descent. The ascent voyage is completed in 22 days without major incident. On December 6, 1979, the chronic vehicle and crew arrive at the lower base camp facility. I mean, I guess they were able to come back out.
Yeah. The enormous expanse of the program, as well as the death of Lieutenant Krushenko, persuades the Soviet Academy of Sciences to discontinue any future activities involving the Permian-based superorganism.
Despite this project is considered a diplomatic and scientific success, the results of the expedition are used to justify the absorption of the site into federal control as the Permian Basin Superorganism Natural Preserve, though it eventually will become known to the public as the Mystery Flesh Pit National Park.
And then eventually claimed tons of lives.
Wild.
Amazing. Oh,
Cool.
yeah. So this is super cool that there's an underlayer, and it's all like this prismatic kind of crazy jewel thing, and that there's stuff in there too. It's okay, Fred. Fred can't find the motocross poster. We might come across it.
Yeah, we may. I don't know if it's on here.
Oh no.
Ineffective potential of nuclear deterrence as a defense against the Permian. Whoa, wait, what? Report on the ineffective potential of nuclear deterrence.
Ooh. Unfortunately, only the cover could be photographed, but these very large series of defense or of DOE reports seem to suggest a very intensive investigation into the feasibility of using nuclear weapons to kill the Permian Basin superorganism, and the conclusion seems to be a resounding no. Not good. Not good.
Huh. That's interesting.
You can't nuke it. Whoa.
Whoa.
What a view. From the April 1980 annexation, which brought into the U.S. National Park System, President Carter, near the end of his presidency, met with DOI and Anadine personnel at the entry site itself to officially sign the proclamation.
That's cool. I like that they put in the back there. They put the Anadine logo on like the crane that's in the background.
Oh, did they?
Yep, behind President Carter, like on the red part.
Yeah, I can see it now.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The presidential desk there is.
Yeah. It had to be signed officially.
Yeah. Roll out the desk. I like to imagine as soon as they pulled it out of the truck here. Ta, 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 da, 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 da. Oh, the visitor center.
Holy moly, this is detail. Oh man, that's just begging to be like 3D modeled so you can go and play that in a game or something. Like that is such a I love that. That looks so cool.
Coming to VR chat when? Oh, you
I
found
want
it,
to
Fred?
make it. Oh, they even break it down by levels too. Maintenance, executive offices, visitors restroom, motor pool, garage.
Here we go. Fred found the it's a roadless rally tea
Oh.
from the Flesh Pit.
Oh, it's from their shop?
Yeah. In 1988. That is so fucked up.
That's funny. See, that's a good T-shirt because it's like you would have to know to really get it. Otherwise, people would just be like, "Oh yeah, it's like a road rally, like whatever," without looking into it too much.
I could work that.
Yeah, you could rock that.
You know what? I might support this creator by picking up something for myself. I might do that.
That's good. That's good. I love that.
Yeah, and wow, the lower visitor center, the entire thing, you could definitely get a good poster of that. Okay, Fred, no problem. Thank you for stopping by. You know, I always love when you stop by. Appreciate it.
Bye, Brad.
Hit me up if you feel it, if you got some air. There should be a Flesh Pit sleeveless tee version of that shirt. That would really rule. And that would be especially thematic for a monster truck rally.
I mean, you could always get it and make it sleeveless.
Yes. Oh, I could give it the slot cut.
That's true.
Yeah. My favorite.
Explore inner space. That
All right.
looks good.
That does.
Dang. Love that. That's cool.
Mm. Yes, the slot cut. It's when, okay, listen, the slot cut is like a tank top, okay, but you do it yourself and you make sure it goes all the way down the sides, down to just above your hip, okay?
Yeah.
So that at exactly the right angles, you're showing the side profile of everything you've got going on. Like it just barely stretches across your chest enough to cover your nipples, and that's it.
Yes.
The slot cut.
It's perfect.
Mm-hmm. Billboards outside Gumption, Texas.
What is that thing on the top? What am I looking at? It says struggling with addiction. What's in the bottom right? What is that object?
Let's take a closer look. That's very...
What am I looking at? Also, it's advertising ballast concentrate. Like injections.
Yeah.
I'm just really trying to understand what I'm looking at.
Ballast concentrate. It's the pheromonal stuff, I think. Or something else inside of there. Yeah. Advertising treatment for ballast concentrate addiction. Mm-hmm. Yep. And it's just like we were joking about earlier. People sneaking in there to pick up fluids and sneak them out so that they could do a drug trade.
It is a guy laying down. We're looking at his back, and the black part is his like legs. He's like curled up with his arms over his. Oh,
yeah, I see it now.
That looks so weird.
Yeah, I see the feet. That's Now I can see it. I can't unsee it. You know.
Oh my gosh.
But it is weird.
Huh.
But yeah, there's that addictive nature kicking in for things inside of it. Oh, wow. Vehicle.
Early exploration of the mystery flesh pit was crude and arduous exercise undertaken by local agricultural and oil field workers. These young men, many of whom possessed no formal training in caving, improvised a variety of methods to aid in these early missions of discovery. Early attempt to mechanize the task of crawling through the viscera of the fleshscape took the form of field-modified work trucks, like this surviving GMC CK truck shown here, formerly on display within the upper visitor center. These jerry-rigged vehicles lacked standardized designs and were highly experimental in nature, though lacking the safety and articulation features common to the later purpose-built machines, such as the Grumman-produced internal anatomy vehicle, which you can click on, by the way. These simple trucks were relatively instrumental in early exploration efforts to survey the Permian Basin superorganism. Oh, does it say not found?
Yeah.
Whoa. Dang.
Unfortunate.
Huh.
Hmm.
That's cool.
That is cool.
Oh, yeah. I don't... Dude, that is... They took off the front wheels and just put on tracks. I don't trust that.
Oh, my God. Therapeutic benefit of amniotic ballast. Now available in your own home. If you're into the good life, you should know about the Geo Spa. We believe every person deserves to plunge into the miraculous, rejuvenating, and stimulating effects of amniotic ballast. The Geo Spa is expertly engineered and is installed by professional technicians upon white glove delivery. It comes complete with a state-of-the-art electric heater, 2-speed pump, high-efficiency filter, 24-hour automatic control center with waterproof remote control, and 6 adjustable hydrojet nozzles to tickle your fancy, whatever or whoever that might be. Expertly engineered, fully assembled, and pre-tested. Just add a few very appreciative friends. Discover all the features that make the Geo Spa luxurious by nature, superior by design. Write for our free, lavishly illustrated catalog or call toll-free. They knew exactly what they were doing.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Where's that hot tub stream at, Nick?
What's this?
Oh my god, guys. Thank you for the bits.
Are you doing a hot tub stream?
No, they're joking. They're joking.
But in the future sometime?
Maybe when I finish with my cut, I can find a good hot tub. Chill there in my fursuit head, try and not get it in the water.
Oh, there you go.
But can it be amniotic ballast? I would be so down for amniotic ballast.
That's cool.
Oh, there's a little bit of paragraph here.
Yeah, from the moment the properties of amniotic ballast were realized, there was a rush to export the experience of bathing in the natural thermal springs of the Mystery Flesh Pit National Park into the home. The difficulties in such a proposition rested within the additional property of ballast to begin losing some of its potency with removal from the venturial environment. While, of course, possible through a combined strategy of pressurization, heating, concentration, and chemical stabilization, such efforts were never cheap or easily portable. As a result, few but the relatively wealthy ever enjoyed the full benefits of ballast bathing outside of the Mystery Flesh Pit, which ended up driving more and more visitors to the park as the health and recreational value of ballast became more widespread.
Come and bathe in the giant superorganisms' weird fluids.
I mean, all right.
I love that this is an ad.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. What? Okay, so it is, I mean, it's just, this is wild. Seeing like, oh, here there's a phone, water, bathrooms, and stuff that's set up throughout on the trail, and oh my gosh.
Please don't pee on the organism. This is, man, all the work that went into designs like this.
Yeah, this is a lot.
Like this is some real clap that up kind of shit.
I like down at the bottom where it was just like, oh, here's a thing landing on a visitor's arm during an uncharacteristically benign encounter. Like,
uncharacteristically benign.
Yeah. Here's just some fun little like little things. Oops, haha, it didn't have nothing. It's all good. What a fun time.
Oh my god, I like this wit saying, "Welcome to Mystery Flesh It National Park. Please notice there is no pee in it. Please keep it that way."
Ah, perfect.
Oh, dude, that rocks. Oh, jeez. The bronchial forests within the Mystery Flesh Pit National Park were an enormous draw to hiking crowds. The spacious organic caverns, though dark, provided a warm and humid respite for avid hikers from the frigid temperatures of the winter months. Sightseers enjoyed the steady stream of fresh outside air within bronchial passages, despite being thousands of feet underground. It was from these great forests that the iconic and unnerving moans of the Mystery Flesh Pit emanated.
Oh.
Sadly, like all the wondrous geobiological features found within Mystery Flesh Pit National Park, the bronchial forests were closed to the public for good following the tragic disaster in July of 2007, though a keen ear may still be able to hear the moans of the Permian Basin superorganism as far as Abilene, Texas.
Whoa.
I still hear it moaning in the middle of the night. Yeah, just like that!
Yeah!
That That's cool.
Whoa.
Oh.
What is this? Peering to the past, the well of the abhumans and the name given to the unique fluid duct that was discovered in the early 1980s by work crews installing telecom lines within the Mystery Flesh Pit National Park. The relatively small tube was notable in that it was comprised of tissue types previously unencountered, serving a role in a then unknown anatomical system within the pit. And once the duct was cut open and the upper duct was sealed, it was found to be saturated with formaldehyde. After a few hours of slow descent, a bladder-like organ was encountered by an explorer, which was filled with a dense sponge-like tissue. Additionally, there were discovered the bodies of 3 unidentifiable mammals in a severe state of decay, but otherwise preserved by the formaldehyde. Though the proportions of the musculature of the bodies initially led investigators to believe that there were human remains, additional investigation revealed musculoskeletal features wholly different of bone samples from the bodies indicated a startling disparity between the 3 corpses. One was dated to be the 10th century AD, one was dated to over 35,000 BC, and with this final specimen having bones entirely consisting of a dense plastic polymer. As you peer
What?
into this well, please do not deposit coins, trash, or other foreign debris inside. Certain materials may damage or discolor the concrete wall around the open duct.
What? The final specimen having bones entirely consisting of a dense plastic polymer. What the fuck does
Like,
that
it's just
mean?
been there for so long, it just morphed into something else, maybe. I don't even know at this point.
Oh, that's really mysterious.
That's cool, because this is but like a 0.00001% of the entire flesh pit. It's just like, oh, here's like this really interesting well part. But that's nothing compared to the sheer mass of everything else.
Yeah, and then this one thing has the most absolute what the fuck element in it that really is like, what does this mean? The plastic polymer bones. How the fuck?
Ooh.
Whoa. A Venterial mining crew enlarges and clears fluid from an existing duct in preparation to move in larger extraction equipment. This work requires considerable skill and a psychological resistance to claustrophobia.
Ooh. Huh. That's cool.
Mm-hmm. And just looking at those structural supports like that, it's just, oh man, it's more than claustrophobia going on there. Looking at that, it's like, I don't know about that, bro. I don't know about that.
Yeah. Whoa. Whoa.
The dedication.
What the hell? Where is this at? Like, it shows like there's food and stay at some places. What? Okay, on the outside. The greater gastric. What am I looking at? Like like a top view of it? Well, because the first one is definitely like top view. That's the facilities, that's the giant hole. But then what's the one below? Is that like a layer down?
Yeah, but also pay attention on the top one, lower left corner. Look, Shia, they've got a Hard Rock Cafe.
A Chili's too.
The Marriott, Baskin Robbins, and Burger King.
Nice.
I don't know what that middle bottom is though.
I don't know what that is either. Trader Vic's. Trader. Maybe it's like a
Hard Rock Cafe at the Flesh Pit. Yeah. Okay, yeah, Trader Vic's apparently. I guess that's what that is. Because somebody recognizes it.
Is that a thing?
Suppose so. A tiki bar. Okay.
That's what I find when I look it up. There's like, it just says tiki bar in like California. I don't know.
And yeah, the interior trail map and services guy. Yeah, that's all over the place.
Yeah. Fondue Village.
Tasty.
Yummy.
Early
Whoa.
trail maps. Easy to read map, familiar to any national park visitor. This one is a scan from 2000. It commemorates the 20th anniversary of the park's absorption into the national park system. Oh boy, Mr. Ura, thanks for the 6 bits. Nick and Shia, what are your favorite themed restaurants? Hard Rock Cafe, Rainforest Cafe, etc.
Oh, themed? Yo, I was just at a Hard Rock Cafe for like the first time in my adult life. And I disassociated so hard in there because it's really dimly lit. And then every like 30 minutes, a bunch of old animatronic animals scream at you. And I don't know what was happening. I just, what are like other themed restaurants that even exist? I mean, other than like Hard Rock, but
It's hard to say. I've been to a Rainforest Cafe. I've been to Hard Rock. The last time I was at the Hard Rock was in New York.
Ooh.
Yeah, and it was about October, and I've got a special like Halloween / Hard Rock Cafe pin that I need to put on something eventually. And that's cool. But Hard Rock I always like, especially because I'll recognize a shit ton of stuff that's there from bands and music history. There's a dinosaur themed restaurant down in Disney Springs. Oh, the T-Rex Cafe.
You know where I want to go?
The T-Rex Cafe?
I want to go to Casa Bonita, the one that they renovated, like the in Colorado. I want to go.
That Stone and Trey Parker grabbed and said, "We're gonna bring it back to life."
Yes, yes, it brought it back to like its original glory. Never have I ever been one, and of course, I never even heard about them until like the show, and they like brought a lot of light to it. But like now, I'd love to go to it.
Yeah, now it would be fun to see what that's like, because just hearing from them about it, it's like it's so good, it's so good. It's like I've never heard of this shit, bro, but I'll trust you. I mean, for them to dedicate entire sections of the show and the Fractured But Whole DLC to that,
yes,
it's like, okay,
oh yeah,
all right then, Casa Bonita. Why not?
Yeah.
All right. We've gone through this. The disaster report.
Yeah. This was okay. I think we're. How did we get here beforehand?
Oh, from the T-shirt.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Have I ever been to Universal Studios Halloween Horror Night? No, I have not actually.
That'd be
Surprising
fun.
that may be. Yeah.
That's my favorite thing to do on Halloween is go to just like big parks that actually put in effort to like do spooky things. So fun. I love that.
You ever been to New England?
Yeah.
Hit Salem?
No.
Salem's good.
I want to.
Go in September though. October, you will not be able to walk around. It's crowd crush as fuck, because it's literally modern tourism over old Salem villages. It's literally it's the same old stone laid down over time, same old layout. But it is fantastic. You want to meet some actual real witches and real magic shops all throughout Salem, and you can find it intermixed with all sorts of the old historic stuff that is still standing. Love Salem.
Yeah.
Plus, they have the Black Craft shop over there now. I've got to hit that. Q&A 05.
Snowy Fox asked, where do you find so many of these artifacts relating to the park's history? And have you ever found artifacts that may have been found from before Jim found the pit? Like things from the Native American tribes and whatnot. Whoa. Just like that picture.
You could have stopped at that.
Yeah, just posted that and just be like,
there you go. Does that explain? A few years ago, I forgot now how many, I came into possession of a small storage building previously owned by a local community college. What I have posted has largely come from the scattered and disorganized collection of items and documents. As far as I have looked, I have not found many artifacts from before the discovery of the pit by James Jackson.
I say we scroll through here for the questions that we want to read, because there's a lot of them.
Yeah. But I do love this one thing that I'm going to point out here is classic unfiction setup. I just came into possession of weird thing. This is what I found inside of it. This is now consuming my life.
Right.
Does it have a urinary system?
That's interesting. Superorganism shares an adjacency to both the Edwards and Ogallala aquifers, which geobiologists speculate supply most of the water needs for the organism. However, it is worth noting that the superorganism appears to have a high hydration retention rate with minimal water loss for its size. Much of the internal water volume is located in the chemical composition of the fluid found within the gastric seas or within smaller but nonetheless massive water bladders, which seem to provide reserves of fresh water for the biological process of the superorganism. Urine or other unidentifiable forms of liquid waste are probable, but as yet undocumented. The unique geobiology of the mystery flesh pit suggests a complex metabolic cycle in which typical waste materials, namely minerals, are broken down and sequestered for use in other parts of the anatomy instead of totally expelled.
Hey, cool.
Cool.
Let's see. Don't really care about the park in the 90s. Any occurrence of ecological interactions between the creatures and ones outside of it besides amalgamations.
Is there a wedding chapel?
Is there a wedding chapel?
Yeah. And it just says, and.
Yeah.
But I think that was meant to be within the question, actually. Now I'm seeing that. And reactivating and rebranding this account just to ask, has there ever been a wedding at the park before its defunction? Yes. Many marriages were officiated. Whoa!
And subsequently consummated. Yeah! Yeah!
Wow. All right. Okay. That's funny.
It's all those pheromones.
Right.
They got that Coke heartthrob on tap. They probably did, too. Like, the best Coke heartthrob you could ever get was probably on tap in the flesh pit. You finish your can at the bar. It's like, okay, I need to get up, and you stiff-legged walk, pulling your coat in front of you the entire time.
Holy moly!
What the Mystery Flesh Pit National Park Tycoon video game? My DMs are open. If you guys want it to happen, you'll have to let the world know. Same goes for a TV show, film, miniseries, Chili's promotional tie-in.
Wow. Whoa.
Oh. What the fuck is that?
Has anything resembling ambulatory organs or limbs been discovered at the edges of the superorganism? If not, are there any theories of how it would move if and when it wakes up? Whoa.
The limbs are responsible for bioseismic movements monitored by the United States Geological Survey. Because of this movement, more is generally known about the gross anatomical form of the part in sections above or below. An artist's rendition of what it might look like if it ever became fully active.
Right, yeah, if it was like moving around. Oh, that's so wild. That's cool.
So it could potentially move.
Right.
Or at least shift. Oh, what is the Hall of Horrors on the map? Oh, man. Oh, there's not much information about the Hall of Horrors.
All
who have seen it politely refrain from describing it in any meaningful way, insisting instead that it should be experienced in person.
Politely refrain from describing it. That's so interesting.
Yeah. Anything else sticking out at you for questions?
Would you think the park could ever reopen? Of course. I think it is inevitable unless it kills us all first.
That orange devil of home improvement, Homer the Home Depot mascot guy. What do you got against the Home Depot guy? If I had to speculate, I would guess that an untalented hack illustrator, beleaguered with the task of coming up with a silly-looking mascot over a short period of time, say, for example, a lunch break, did the lazy thing and just trace an existing silly-looking mascot. But no one knows for sure. Damn. Oh. Art system.
Yeah, they have, man, a whole diagram
Oh, shit.
with numerous hearts, at least that they probably know about.
So much work was put into this. It's absolutely nuts.
Yeah. All these diagrams, too.
Mhm.
And he plans to expand the park further or do any other crazy things like the resort in the Gastric Sea. Whoa.
A second gate project. There was an effort to open a second gate at one of the entry orifices that was much closer to the Midland Odessa metropolitan area. Guests would have descended the entry orifice via an articulated elevator to a second lower visitor center. A high-speed monorail would have connected the second resort to the main national park complex, but the project never made it beyond the concept phase. Oh my god, imagine going to the mall and then heading down to the flesh pit.
Yeah, it's a busy day. Have some team building exercises in the mystery flesh pit because the conference center was rented out by your company.
Yeah. Our company is so good to us. That's what we got to do this week. Marrow folk?
What? What is that? Strange lights, unexpected shadows of figures that vanish, echoes of ritual chanting in the deep. Each of these phenomena have been reported throughout the history of the Mystery Flesh Pit National Park, named the Marrow Folk by early park explorers. It was thought that the figures seen in these ghost-like illuminations might be an undiscovered parasitic organism native to the ventrial environment. However, even after decades of searching, no conclusive evidence of the existence of any figures matching the description of these mysterious entities has emerged. A common theory is that the Merfolk are an optical illusion related to other tridimetric phenomena exhibited by cryptoscame behavior. Despite the momentum of this series, science still has no credible answers for this chanting voices.
Oh.
Spooky.
Aliens inside the flesh pit. Is it possible more than one of these creatures exist? This was an issue of concern in the years following discovery, but no evidence of another superorganism, or at least no evidence of one anywhere close to the size of the Permian Basin superorganism, has been located. Oh, a book.
Wow.
Yeah.
Whoa.
It just keeps going. So at this point of the project, a lot of this is really much more of world building and illustrating and actually like fleshing out, the entire story and its existence as a concept. Oh, you know what? We'll tap this quick. We'll tap this quick as kind of a last thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
The following message is transmitted at the request of the Texas Department of Public Safety, the United States Geological Survey, and the Permian Basin Recovery Corporation. The United States Geological Survey has issued a geobiological activity advisory for the following counties: Cook County, Gumption County, Howard County, Midland County, Sterling County, and 2:18 a.m. Central Daylight Time at 10:48 p.m. Central Daylight Time. Seismic EKG monitoring stations detected muscle contractions originating from the northeastern limb of the Permian Basin superorganism. This event is expected to cause moderate to severe damage to property, utility services, and infrastructure. Residents are advised to seek shelter immediately.
Oh.
Do not access to emergency and battery-powered radio. During this event, you may experience headaches, nausea, fever, hallucinations, dizziness, mild seizures, temporary changes in vision, reduced or enhanced cognitive ability, limited precognition, memory loss, and muscle cramps. These effects are temporary and will stop once the event has concluded. Do not exit your shelter until help is needed. Do not use telephones or cell phones except in the case of emergencies. Stay tuned to local news media outlets for continuing information on the situation.
Whoa!
Dude. That was really,
That was cool.
That was cool. That's taking things up a notch. At the
Yeah.
beginning, I was thinking, you're having a cute little nod into everybody with their love of emergency alert system kind of scary things, but that really added.
Right? Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Live emergency alert broadcast from August of 2018. That was pretty dope. And there we basically go. We've got through, I want to say, majority of this now.
Yeah.
Actually,
there's
no.
more
No.
Q&A. There's more. Oh, there's actually, there's a lot more.
It's about half.
Geez.
Holy shit.
Oh my god. I mean, we have the. Oh, jeez. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh wow.
This is truly a remarkable project. You've got to be so, I mean, and anybody who does a project, period, you got to be dedicated to do this in the first place. But this is another level of, this is my life now, this is my passion, and this is just, period, what I do, you know?
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow, this is crazy.
Experience of a flesh pit mine worker. Like, I'm sure there's so much more story and explanation of the how and why and potential what in here, because we've gotten those little hints throughout that there's just, yes, there's more mysterious things occurring in here than just the obvious, which I love that, but it would really take some dedicated going through to go through all of this. Like, damn, it's real. This is really one of those projects where I have to tell people, listen, I could give you an overview, but it's so much better if you just sit down for an evening with snacks and a drink or whatever and just go through and enjoy it yourself, you know? Because it's just so huge.
Yeah, it's wild.
What is that?
I'm looking at this. There's just like a advertisement for like, have you been harmed? Have you or a loved one been injured when you've been in contact with the mystery flesh pit? Call Homer Litver, the butcher. Like, he's just legal services.
If you or a loved one has been diagnosed with mesothelioma,
after coming in contact with the mystery flesh pit.
Yeah. And something I also love for the world build, which you could see this happening. This one, Sanctify magazine of the Southern Baptist Association denounces exploration of mystery pit. A found tunnel known to Lucifer himself, with a diagram of the pit of hell, the 9 circles.
Oh my gosh.
Buried by the Almighty and joined by the damned. You could see it happening right away.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it would. This is wild.
Red seismics. That seems like an interesting tidbit for more lore and understanding the bigger picture. Circus clown Kybus. Yeah, dude, this would take a dedicated dive.
Yeah, definitely a few more hours.
Yeah. But it's good. It's great just to scratch whatever surface plus that we've been able to.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the
It's
story
definitely
is cool.
a good start on it for sure.
Mm-hmm. You didn't get to the love bass. Well, we kind of did in a way, Tazin. Thank you for the 10 bits. Hey,
The
we've
Mystery Flesh Park gift gardens. That's cool.
Hmm.
Oh, it doesn't say anything about it though. It's just an advertisement.
Ferrari. Huh.
Oh yeah.
Organic tissue interface technology. You can't find a more powerful computer in this century. Even computers.
Yeah. Oh, you know how we saw the thing before that just said it was an amorphous shame?
Mm-hmm.
There's an evolution of the amorphous shame of how it used to be a creature, and it shows the different states of it just decaying into just being a pile of drained out flesh and just whatever organs are left behind.
Whoa.
Who needs a body? Did you know the amorphous shame got its name from the appearance as an ungainly clump of organs? Because these shy creatures live their entire lives within folds or pockets within the moist insides of the mystery flesh pit. They do not have need for the traits like bones, skin, or eyes. Whoa. That's crazy. That's cool. It's just
Yeah, damn.
just like goops of creatures that just live down in it then, and just like cracks and slots. The folds.
The craziest thing about this is that it's showing animals that have managed to find their way in here turning into this. It's like they're not just dying, they're weirdly evolving, which should not be happening, but neither should the amalgamations.
Right.
That's fucked up. Love that. Yeah, this is a hell of a project. I've got no idea how many other personnel that the dude Trevor takes on board with him in order to make this, and how much is his own handiwork. But it's truly remarkable, the document creation, the dedication to details, all of the abilities to mock up all of this, and again, the sheer intricacy in and out with all of this.
It's really cool to see all the detail because it's all completely committed. Oh, the one picture of just like some people standing in a giant hallway surrounded by flesh. Photo from around 2002 inside one of the fully enclosed trails within the mystery flesh pit. They were some of the most expensive to both construct and maintain, offering unparalleled access to the interior of the park. People of all physical conditions. That's crazy.
Yeah, wow.
Just thinking about containing it. Also, too, it said it was like one of the most expensive things to maintain. It's probably being like eaten by it or broken down by who knows.
Yeah, exactly, because of any sort of digestive fluid that would be corroding the material.
Yup.
Oh man, you'd really have to build that in case of well, I'm not sure you could build that in case of contraction.
Oh.
You would just have to make sure that it doesn't contract, because otherwise that's just getting crushed.
Right. I guess it would have to be in an area that doesn't do that.
Oh, the amniotic thermal springs.
Oh yeah,
These must be the
I'm looking
best.
at that too. Enjoy the
Bathhouse.
springs. Easy swimming. The baths. 2006 pamphlet offers information about the amniotic thermal springs known by many as the pleasure domes. Within the now closed Mystery Flesh Pit National Park, the thermal baths were one of the highlights of the park, drawing in tens of thousands of visitors each year. Particularly during the cold winter months, it was only after the park permanently closed in 2007 that the long-term effects of the exposure to the amniotic spring fluid or ballast became apparent. Many of those who routinely soaked in the baths underwent depressive withdrawal periods, as the price of extracted ballast fluid since the tragedy has skyrocketed. Today, only those willing to spend thousands of dollars on purchasing the illicit substance can experience this enchanting elixir.
Yeah, because it was that much of a high.
Whoa, do you see the scale on spring potency all the way from main bath all the way down to libido bath?
Yeah. Cupido bath. That's Cupido bath? I have no idea what that is. But damn, yeah, there's so many layers to this.
It's funny because then they have even like guidelines. Don't pass the green line, where it says visitors are encouraged to consult a physician before entering baths below the green line. And then the yellow line, visitors are encouraged to consult a religious, mystic, or sexual wellness counselor before entering baths below the yellow line.
What the fuck does that mean? How feral does it turn a person? What do they become after they get a whiff of
In
that?
that libido bath, you are feral for everything and everyone around you. Woo!
The hit of a lifetime.
Damn.
Boom. The horniest day of your life. Jesus. This is nuts.
Yeah.
I've got such respect for this project.
Absolutely, yeah.
All right. Well, chat, it's easy enough for you to find this. It is quite literally just mysteryflashpitnationalpark.com.
Yup.
And there's the shop that is brought up there. Mystery Flesh Pit souvenir shop. You can get all sorts of goods. You can get a patch. Cool.
Aww. Oh, that's kind of cute. Yeah, to put it like on a jacket.
You can get the vintage disaster tee with the bloodstains.
Oh yeah, that's real.
Marvelous. All right, cool. Dang. Let's float back out to the main office.
Okay.
Did we read about the circus clown kindness? Nah. Here we go.
Hey.
We'll just hang out of here. But okay. Yeah, this was worth it. That was wicked cool.
It is apparent that they have a very good sense of writing, and they show it off. Like there's so, woo! But it's good. It's good words. Like everything you read is actually genuinely interesting. You know, I'm impressed. I'm impressed.
Yeah, I mean, for making a project where the majority of the work is in mocking up documents, mocking up images, diagrams. The sheer ability that they have, the fact that you look at it and you recognize that looks exactly like all of the stuff and diagrams that I used to see in textbooks in school, in doctors' offices, but it's for this, and it's making it so legitimate. It really rocks. You never see this anywhere else. I absolutely praise the projects that go above and beyond the Call of Duty in that regard, especially because the job is to sell it, and they know that, and they rise to the occasion and then some.
Right? That's so cool. I love it.
Yeah. And for all the tech stuff that goes on with it, it really paints a picture in your mind. You can see so much of what's going on, and you imagine it. And I am kind of a little bit shocked that there's not more happening with this as an IP, because it lends itself to it.
It really does. I mean, they're open for it. You know, their DMs are open to expand more with it. So, But I could probably understand that they put so much effort and everything into it that they probably want to explore other things too.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know. I hope somebody gives them some kind of call. But if all the success that they're having is through their own means and outlet and a tabletop RPG and what they're doing through that Patreon that they mentioned, then good for them. You know?
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. That's super cool.
Missy Ruth, thanks for the 6 days. What's the Nick Nocturne update of the day? We're not. No. It's. I don't really have one. We're just gonna outro with this. My update is that I'm a little bit sore. I've got the gym later tonight. I'm still doing good on my cut. That's it.
Nice.
Yeah. But oh my god, thank you so much, Shia. This has been a delight.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, thanks for having me. I'm glad that we went through this, because otherwise I don't know if I'd sit down and just kind of read it on my own. It's definitely more fun to go through it with someone else.
Yeah, totally. It totally is. I probably would have gotten to it myself. It's like, this was on my list, but it was kind of in my listen area of, yeah, I know, I'll get to it. But yeah, this was way more fun with you. So thank you so much for coming by. And we did it. We've been to the flesh pit.
Yeah.
But here we go. Here's a shout out for Shiabun again. Please follow.
Whoa!
Shia enjoys all sorts of the same stuff that we do. And especially on Sundays. Sunday is a wonderful Shiabun day. So go please support and check out things over on Shia's side. And yeah, once again, thanks. It's been a delight.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
All
yeah.
right.
Are you continuing on? Should I hop over to the door?
Nah, I'm gonna close down shop here. Well, I'll
sure?
find out a raid. But
are you sure?
I'll see if there's, let's see if there's anybody that we know together who's going. You know what? We both know Giga, and Giga's been all crazy doing all sorts of heists and stuff in Grand Theft Auto.
Ooh.
Let's send it over to Giga.
Okay.
All right, we'll just call this a bun raid. I wish I had an appropriate emote for this, for both of us. But I'll just let me see. Yeah, I'll just use my microphone. One second, and we'll send it out there. There we go, chat. Load that up. So we'll go ahead and pack this over to Giga, who probably won't be able to respond because of in character, but I'm sure we'll appreciate it nonetheless.
Right.
Load it up. So yeah, we'll see you around, everybody. I'll see you Saturday again. Thank you so much, Shia. Thank you everybody over from Shia. And yeah, check out more crazy things online more often. Bye everybody.